I got nervous I didn't put in the right stream key for a second because it just like, it took a little bit to start up and I was like,
Alright, good start.
Scary.
Anyway, hello Stargazers, I am your magician, but you can call me Esther. We're playing more Ace Attorney today. Judge will be with us in a second. But for now, have Sif. And also, Mugman and me.
I am your judge substitute.
Judge substitute?
Judge substitution?
Yeah, I couldn't find it. Also, there's another stream open. And I keep hearing myself twice.
What?
Let's go
Good.
speak nonsense.
Yeah, nonsense is correct, I think. Yeah.
Also, I noticed that...
Content quote. Oh, good.
I noticed that the last stream, the one with the Halloween stream that I did today. Happy Halloween, by the way. It's not really Halloween anymore, but too excited for the Sif content. So real. Got off work early. Hell yeah!
Love to see it.
Hold on.
Clap.
I want to listen to the softer music. The title screen music is a little loud.
Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Ba.
Oh, I thought the opening banter would be in English, but you know, I was misled.
What the fuck is English?
Look my ball.
A miserable pile of secrets.
Stream delay is super low. Yeah, that was the goal. I realized last time that so there's a lot of steps to set up a stream with Restream. Like a lot. You have to because I use free Restream. I'll pay for it at some point, I guess, but right now it's not a priority for me. Restream is what I use to stream to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. The thing is, though, about Restream is that it doesn't keep any of your YouTube settings, like any settings, so I have to go in and manually change monetization, how the monetization works. I need to go in and change the latency because by default it's on normal latency, which is like 15 to 20 seconds delay. And I'm just like, argh. I forgot to change the latency last time, and that's why. Getting Taco Bell, so real. I hope you have a lovely day, actually.
If Judge needs more time, we can read through the Taco Bell menu.
True. we can read through it in idea. What if we read through the Taco Bell menu in our sexiest voices?
I worry that I might get demonetized.
I feel like that's premium content.
Okay.
Will you give me money?
Yeah, will we get money for it? That's the question.
Yeah, so we need donations.
Chat?
Otherwise,
Freaky Bell.
Some freaky bell.
I was thinking like we could also read Taco Bell press releases because someone has to.
Taco Bell press release.
A Big Cheez-It makes a comeback at Taco Bell. Yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, this song's popping off. This is good for Taco Bell. Nope. I have like 18 browser windows open. Sorry. Mod
Freaky
life.
Bell now.
Holy shit! Thanks.
Awesome. Let's go.
Oh,
Hey,
sorry, Judge is here.
Oh, Judge is here. Oh, well,
Sorry.
we still have to do the Freaky Bell. All right.
All right, let me go pull up the Taco Bell menu.
Oh, I have
Alright,
it.
let's-
Oh, you have it?
it
You
up.
have it? Can you share?
No, I don't have the menu. I have press releases. Here. Taco Bell posted a video. TBX. It's a wrap. Episode 4 on YouTube.
Go on.
Cool.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell's Decades menu is a fast food version.
Now.
That took forever to send. Taco Bell's Decades menu is a fast food version of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour.
What?
It's me. Hi.
Excuse me?
I'm the taco. It's me. There's your $5.
What are you reading?
I tried to warn you. This stuff is a gold mine.
What the fuck?
It's insane.
Because only insane people write them, and only insane people read them. So it's
Wait,
it's really
whoa.
perfect.
Not the menu. What did you say you were reading?
I'm reading Taco Bell press releases.
The press release.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how Taco Bell keeps us like abreast of like their various crimes.
Like here, I'll put it in the mock.
Taco Bell newsroom.
So
Here.
that's where they apologize.
So here's where I'm getting them from. Here. Actually, we'll do one more. Oh my god, this is a long one. Okay, here.
Taco Bell.
I can read it. I can read it.
Taco Bell.zone.
Are you gonna get sexy, darling?
I mean, yeah. Which one am I reading?
Taco Bell, McDonald's, E. coli.
E. coli update.
Yeah, that one.
McDonald's.
Okay. Okay, I'm only gonna read the first little part here.
Taco Bell, McDonald's E. coli update. Burger King, KFC, and Taco Bell are among the restaurants to pull onions due to health scare. The McDonald's E. coli outbreak that roiled the company's stock earlier this week is having a knock-on effect on its fast food competitors when it comes to taking precautionary measures. Here's the latest on McDonald's E. coli crisis. The source of the outbreak is still unconfirmed. As of the time of this writing, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, still has not pinpointed the exact source of the McDonald's E. coli outbreak. What is known is that numerous people became sick after many of them reported eating a quarter-pounder sandwich from the fast food chain. The CDC still says there have been 49 cases of illness, with 10 hospitalizations and 1 death. Right now, the CDC is looking at 2 main culprits: the beef patties of the quarter pounders themselves, or the onions used as an ingredient in the burger. In an October 23rd update, the CDC said McDonald's has now removed both the beef patties and slivered onions used in its quarter pounders in 12 states. In 4 of those states, Colorado, Kansas, Utah, and Wyoming, the patties and onions were removed from restaurants statewide. In the remaining 8 states, Idaho, Iowa, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, the ingredients were only removed in certain portions of the states.
There you go.
Burger King foot last
God
with the
damn,
best.
Burger King, your burgers are so dirty.
Whoa.
Hello, stargazers. I am not your magician, but you can call me Judge.
Of course, the music swells as Judge comes in.
No, literally. And welcome everybody to Ace Attorney Investigations, except it's not here.
Freaky
Yeah.
Bell.
Anyway,
Hello.
it's where I get off this train, but
There we go. Here it is.
Damn.
No, it's okay. You can stay. You can stay.
okay, I'll stay for a little bit.
Yay!
All right, hang on. Say for a little bit more. I think my honey tea is ready.
Oh,
So-
honey tea. Oh,
Oh, good to know that I can kill time for you, Judge.
Scrumptious.
that's the best way you could have said it.
Ace Attorney minus Attorney? Yeah, that's me. I'm Ace.
God, this Taco Bell's, their tacos are so filthy.
Those tacos.
Damn, girl, those onions have got me dying.
Oh, it's so dirty. It's killing me, man.
Yeah, those onions are lady killers and other people killers.
How much would it cost to eat those
Yeah,
onions?
that Taco Bell tolls for thee.
Tolls for me?
Yeah, tolls for me.
Anyway, thank you, Hank, for the $2. And thank you, AAF5YT. Both of you contributed to Freaky Bell, and it was wonderful, actually.
Thank you for donating that, and also that was your fault.
Number 15, Burger King butt bettis.
No, go for it, do it.
Oh, am I gonna go? Okay, I'll go all the way. This is for Inks too.
Number 15, Burger King butt bettis. Babas bing boop bond on your Burger King burger. Bispomad belsis butt bungus.
Wait,
But bas bit burns bout. But bite be butt boop bad.
more B.
More B?
More
Really
B.
Burger that king.
So
Bite B, but boop, bad.
okay. So
Bumber 15, Burger King butt bettis. Babas bing boop on your Burger King burger. Bispomad belsis butt bungus. But bas bit burns bout. But bite be butt boop bad.
better.
Yes.
Okay.
More B.
Okay.
Reminder that you all
A
choose.
reminder that you all choose to. Yes.
Happy Halloween.
You all have the choice, the decision to watch.
All right, everybody, it's time.
Shall we?
Yes.
I paused my sports game to be here, so I just want to point that out.
Oh my god, you have a T-shirt saying that?
But not yet.
You
When we
need
play
it on a
TKO,
shirt.
I will.
You absolutely need that on a shirt.
Okay, so what the fuck happened last time again?
We'll find out soon.
I
I'm
suppose
sure.
we'll figure it out, yeah.
I mean, yeah, because we gotta.
Someone gets this area, and then.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got gas.
And then there was like the winter and I think autumn rooms were switched.
I think also, yeah,
at
the
least-
penguin's hanging out in here in the ice sculpture, so we gotta
No
go
way.
find him. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god, Club Penguin!
make that.
Penguin.
They sure are taking their time. I thought this was supposed to be a 10-minute recess.
Oh, that's right. We were talking with Gavel and
Winner.
and Winner.
Yeah.
Come on, Ren, do the ha!
Really had
Why
to
am I
lean back into
embarrassed?
your chair.
I'm sorry. I just
Why are you embarrassed? What the fuck?
I just played this beautiful like Yandere Yuri game, and now I'm playing this.
I'll have to watch that later.
Ah, my throat. Sorry to keep you losers waiting.
Jesus, okay, spare your throat.
But wait no longer. I won the race to find Delicia Scone, and here she is.
Hello, dears. This lovely young man said you wanted to speak to me. Delicia Scone, purveyor of the most wondrous wares
from the Taco Bell.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
What?
Purveyor of the most wondrous wares a pharmacist can offer at your service. Delicia to my pals and even Miss Delicious to some.
You can call me the winner, and I'll call you whatever I want.
All right, Winnie Pooh, whatever you say. It's lovely to meet you, dearie.
Winnie.
So much for call. So much for call me the winner.
Have we met before, young man?
Get a load of this, Delicia. That's Miles Edgeworth, Gregory's son.
Well, I never. It's a pleasure to meet you, Milesy Smiles.
If you must address me by my given name, just Miles will do.
Greggy Peglegs, boy, and all grown up too. Oh, make me feel my age, why don't you?
I wonder just how old she is.
Oh,
Same thing that fucking Gregory thought.
I mean, she certainly is of indeterminate age. Eustace, I believe we have some questions for our pharmacist. Oh yeah. What brings you to the gallery today, Miss Scone?
Why, I came to see dear old Moody Judy, of course. We've been fast friends for 18 long years, and no one's going to stop me visiting her now.
I understand. Oh my god. We could have done this last time and Judge would have been just fine. I understand that you helped look after Mr. Gusto in the immediate aftermath of the attack.
Oh, I didn't do much, really. Just whipped up a quick antidote for the dear old doctor. Wow! You can make an antidote just like that? Oh, yes, dear. As long as I have the right ingredients, I can throw together just about any medicine you like. It certainly helped that the medical room was well equipped, though. We were much better off treating him here than you losing vital minutes taking him to hospital. Anyway, we did what we could. The rest, well, that's up to him.
And you know the victim, Miss Delicious?
Oh, yes. Well, sort of. It's been 18 years since I last saw him. Apparently he's famous these days. One of the best confectioners in the world, or so they say.
Interesting. So he's a well-known public figure.
Oh, yes, dear. He was on the news and everything. Confectionery crafting king of the world, they said.
Wow. So the old dog really went to Jean Fa and upped his game, just like he said he would.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps if we could proceed to the matter at hand. Miss Scone,
That's fun.
are you familiar with a substance known as Infesticide Ultra? Of course, dear. You use it to... Well, to get rid of you-know-what. Oh, it's awfully strong, though. That's why they don't sell it in the shops.
Might I ask what you mean by you-know-what?
The little blighters that frighten the life out of poor, innocent ladies like yours truly, that's what. Ghastly little creatures, running round people's nice clean kitchens and terrorizing them. Oh, I get it. Those.
Thank you, Miss Scone. One more question, if you don't mind. Are you aware of what happens when the chemicals asphyxian and ubiquium are combined?
Oh, yes? It's right there in the Infesticide Ultra instructions. Do not mix with products containing ubiquium, ever. Because if you do, they react with each other and make a horrible poisonous gas. What was it again? Effects of inhalation include respiratory complications and, well, death. And poor old Gusty very nearly didn't make it. To make that much gas, you'd need, probably 500 milliliters of each chemical, I'd say.
She certainly talks like a skilled pharmacist.
Ubiquium's awfully thick and sticky, and it heats up very quickly indeed. It's also bright red and smells minty fresh. Oh, and cheap as chips. That's why they use it in everything.
And sorry, I want to say like one thing. I don't know why, but it was so fucking satisfying to hear you say milliliters in that voice. I don't know why.
500
Like
milliliters?
immense- Like I
You
can
can
see.
hear both L's, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wait.
I guess because, I guess I'm also, like, focusing a whole bunch on...
Look, I'm in no pegs. I guess I'm focusing a whole bunch on my diction also, because, I mean, I have generally good diction, but I'm, like, especially focused on it. It sounds
Like gumshoe?
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, you're focusing on your gumshoe, yeah.
Asphyxian's more watery, and it's white in color.
That will do, thank you. You are clearly very well informed, Miss Scone.
As well I should be, dearie. After all, Infesticide Ultra is made by the company I work for. Oh, but before you get the wrong idea, they don't go around handing out free samples. As I say, it's awfully, terribly dangerous. You couldn't buy it even if you wanted to.
Yes, Miss Scone, very interesting indeed. I think that tells us all we need to know.
Thank you for
Strange.
following Simplified Mutiny.
I thought she suspected Miss Scone. But something in that smile makes me wonder if she has some other angle in mind.
What is it, Detective Flatfoot? Any developments to report?
Yes, sir. Turns out the sculpture's glass display caused it open from the top.
So, who told him to do an interpretive dance if he wanted to cross-examine the case?
I actually like his conducting spray. He's doing a waltz, which his theme is also in Free Force.
It is, because that's a clown song.
Huh, that's rather unusual.
And the temperature inside can be adjusted too, all the way down to 0 degrees. The Pisces case was kept up to 26 degrees. Dang near got my head stuck into it.
We're lucky you escaped alive. Anything more relevant to the case?
Yeah, they found something on the underside of the top part of the Pisces case. Traces of ubiquium!
Oh, now we're talking.
That's odd. If there was ubiquium stuck to it, it should have stayed stuck. After all, at 26 degrees, it would have been frozen solid.
It would, huh? So, how did things wind up as they are now?
I think Kay might be able to help us figure out just that. Or at least Mr. Thief might.
You guys are that desperate to get on my good side, huh? Fine. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but take it away.
Can't believe I'm taking orders from this guy. But whatever. Anything for the truth.
Bruh.
Before you get too carried away, the goddess of justice has no need of your help. We will find the truth ourselves.
Youch! Why so frosty, Judge G? Your baby prosecutor just gave us the big thumbs up. What's the issue here? Oh, wait. Don't tell me the committee has some dirty little secret it doesn't want us finding out.
I am not required to explain myself to you. But if you feel that you absolutely must participate in the investigation, perhaps you can prove to me that it will be worth our while to keep you around.
What exactly does she have in mind here?
Who triggered the release of the poison gas? If you can answer this question, I will consent to your participation in the investigation.
You heard the lady smiles. Somebody's opened up the Pisces case and let out that gas. Considering what we've learned so far, there's only one person it could possibly be, no?
Yes. The answer is indisputable.
Who are they talking about? In that case, please kindly provide it now. Who released the poison gas? Was it Larry?
Was it... no.
I
it was
mean,
the
Larry
second
wouldn't make
guy,
any
right?
sense. I would think
Carmelo.
Goose...
Wouldn't it be? Because it was the
Yeah,
only one in the room.
the fucking...
Yeah, because
Still got it.
he ran
It's
out.
probably K, I think. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kay Faraday?
Or was it me, Gumshoe?
No way.
The
Gumshoe, we love
victim,
Gumshoe.
Carmelo Gusto, was the only person to have entered the Autumn Wing. Thus, only he could have opened the case.
Correct. That appears to be the only logical answer. Very well. I will permit your participation in this investigation to continue. However, if at any point I feel you are contributing nothing of value, you will be removed immediately.
Understood. Even if Mr. Gusto did open the case, we still have no idea why.
Alright, Mr. Edgeworth, tell me what you want to see.
Let's use the data we've collected to recreate the scene before the poison gas went off.
On it!
Domain expansion! Little thief!
Don't scare me like that! So this is
almost
what
had
you
a
were
heart
talking
attack.
about.
That was... Holy shit! Calm
I thought there was
down,
like
it's
a-
not
I thought it
that
was like-
serious.
Yeah, I thought there was like a cockroach in the room again.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, girl, that scream was fucking terrifying.
Oh,
my
sorry.
God. Fitting for Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Oh, it's November 1st, sorry.
Oh, what a shame. That's why we're streaming this.
It's,
So
Old
this is what you were
Saints.
talking about.
Oh, hello.
You're Mr. Thief?
Let's begin by examining the Pisces sculpture. There's a generous amount of ubiquium frozen to the underside of the top part of the case.
Yeah, which is what's keeping that lid on real tight.
The actual glass lid is all cracked though, right? Somebody really went to town in that little house there, huh, Pisces?
And do we have any idea of how the glass lid might have come to be so cracked?
Well, it doesn't look like the outer-facing side of the glass suffered any damage.
Might it be really good at Fortnite? I see. So we have a cracked piece of glass that we know was ice cold on its inner-facing side. And we know that if it wasn't damaged in any direct way on its outer-facing surface. Thoughts?
Ice cold. Makes me think of the way you glare at people, sir.
Cracks. Makes me think about those deeply etched lines on your forehead.
It was cracked by heat expansion. Applying heat to ice-cold glass from the outside will cause it to crack.
Huh. Well, I appreciate the science lesson, but why is it all heat cracked in the first place?
Why, indeed. A heat-cracked glass lid, lined on its underside with frozen ubiquium.
You look like the cat got the cream, Malzarino. You know what happened, don't you?
I certainly do. And what's more, I know how Mr. Gusto opened the case.
What? But you didn't give me a chance to figure it out first!
Shut up, you are a minor who knows nothing about the world. The adults are talking. It would have been quite the wait.
Well, don't keep it to yourself, Edgeworth. I want answers.
How did Mr. Gusto open the case?
Blowtorch.
The
What?
blowtorch right there.
What happened to my voice?
What? Oh,
How do you feel, Aster, taking the show at the moment? Like, jumping between, 4 voices, I think?
I'm used to it, so it's fine.
Cool.
I mean, what,
Why,
do
did you
ask
wanna be
because you
Gavel?
wanna take one of them?
No. No, I don't.
Take Vel. Take Vel.
I could try, like, any of them would probably be Eustace, but yeah, I don't know. Aster's doing such a fine job.
I feel pretty comfortable doing all of them. No one does it like Aster. Literally! Alright, how did Mr. Gusto
Bouncing between 4 characters. We've had some fun.
We trust Aster.
Blowtorch.
Aster the master.
Voice actor.
Literally! That's what I'm saying. Nobody does it like me.
The blowtorch shown signs of having been used recently. Yeah.
Recently?
Shut
Your
up.
child.
Shut up, Kay.
Recently?
I thought this is how the kids talked nowadays. The blowtorch shown.
Oh, please translate one of these lines into like Alpha Gen humor.
I got it. No, I'll do it for Eustace.
Okay.
Alright.
Oh my god. Okay, and then I'll follow up after you.
Yeah.
We've got this.
Thank you.
The blowtorch showed signs of having been used recently when it was found here in the autumn wing. I think it's likely that it was used on the glass lid, causing it to crack.
A blowtorch? A blowtorch? What kind of skibbity toilet? Who uses a blowtorch to open a glass case? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to...
Case.
to open a yacht case?
Oh, I get it. Mr. Gusto was trying to melt the frozen ubiquium so he could open the lid. That's so skibbity.
I thought you meant Mr. Gyatso, you know.
Mr. Gyatso. I don't like Gen Alpha lingo.
Like Ohio.
You were so confident in saying you could...
Cap.
Yeah. No, it's no cap.
Everyone's astronautating me!
Cap.
No, it's no cap.
You beat me to the answer by a skibbity.
Oh my god. I'm regretting
Okay,
this.
come on,
so
Miles.
much.
Say along the line. I need to end this.
I can't do this. But we'll see who's truly the Rizzler in the end.
Nice.
Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue. Yeah, this is you. This is you, Ren.
This is just me.
Don't try and tell us you nearly had it. You didn't have a clue.
Nuh-uh. It was Antwerp making things hard to understand.
Oh.
Fuck you mean nuh-uh?
Nuh-uh. Aster, stop. Okay, sorry, I'm stopping.
My fellow Sigma, would you mind updating the cap so that Mr. Rizzler can follow along too?
Sure, just for him. So not skibbity got Rizzler.
I'm done. Alright, here goes. I'm stopping for real this time. I'm gonna have a mental breakdown. I can't do this.
Now that's alpha humor.
Mr. Gusto was alone mewing in the autumn wing. And while he was in here, he used this Phantom Tax blowtorch. And Ig donated. Alright.
Alright, we're done.
Never again, please.
Thank you.
To melt the frozen ubiquium on the underside of the lid.
Uh-huh. And?
What the fuck was that? Are you okay?
Yeah, Eustace's voice is actually tough for me to do.
Oh, I thought you were
Maybe-
doing like that puffer fish that went, oh.
With the carrot in its mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ren, not gonna lie, your winner is like the equivalent if I was like talking like this the whole time.
Which is
You need
basically...
to get like really fucking loud.
But that's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying like that's the equivalent if I were to
'Cause
do that in my voice.
I feel like though, because it's my voice doing it, that it works well.
Well, yeah, obviously, I'm saying that like we're matching. I'm only saying that like that's tough for me to do, so that must be
Yeah.
tough for you to do.
Yes.
As the ubiquium melted, it mixed with the asphyxiant that was already present inside the glass case, thereby producing our poisonous gas.
Jello ruined this entire franchise. Do not listen to Jello. Respectfully, Jello Apocalypse is some of the most wrong shit I've ever seen. Worst opinions I have
What?
ever seen on Ace Attorney. I'm sorry. Like, Jello Apocalypse's Ace Attorney opinions are just so shit. Like,
I'll have to
Elaborate.
I'll have to see this
He-
after the stream. I guess.
he hates basically all of the women in the series. Like, all of the female
Okay.
assistants, like the K adjacent characters, he hates all of them. Like, I think...
Sif, why did you change your name to Siffany Toilet? Why did you change your name to Siffany Toilet? What was the reason? What was the
Welcome in,
motivation?
JJ.
Yeah, I looked at his tier list and I was just like,
So
this
we're just gonna move
sucks.
on, okay.
Yeah.
Just to answer your question, it just seemed like the brand appropriate thing to do.
You're right.
What do you mean brand
You were clearly pivoting this channel more towards Gen Alpha, so I'm trying to help out.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I
true.
feel like that
I
would
wonder how
actu-
many subscribers we got in that one stretch of time.
I feel like my
think, like,
channel is
50
not
people
suited for
left.
Gen Alpha people though.
Yeah, I don't think anything's suited for Gen Alpha.
When Mr. Gusto had finally managed to open the lid, he would have released the gas and poisoned himself. He made it as far as the fountain room when he collapsed. Right into Larry's loving embrace.
So he opened the case and out came the gas, huh?
Seems we got there in the end.
But why the heckadoodle did he want to open the case in the first place?
The heckadoodle-doo?
Is
The
insane.
heckadoodle-doo.
Like
Should
cockadoodle
like Judge.
do.
I'm not sure. In fact, we don't even know what his ultimate goal was.
I think he might have come here for the same reason I did. To check out the autumn wing. But the winter wing.
Oh, not the autumn wing, but the winter wing.
To check out not the autumn wing, but the winter wing. Yeah. You remember, right? I thought this was here, where the winter wing was when he first got here.
Caught you out too, did it, my little Eddie Lumpkin? I was ever so confused, what with it being where Chillywinks' room was all those years ago. There's even the same little tray in front of the blessed door. Who wouldn't be at all 6s and 7s, eh?
Did everyone involved with the IS-7 incident make the same mistake? I think we need to go and take another look at the winter wing. And to see how quickly I can convince Mr. Winner, I suppose.
I thought you were gonna say, did everyone at the IS-7 incident speak so funny?
Why did everyone talk like that? Like, what's up with that?
Eureka! Hold on. Urethra! Ladies and gentlemen, I have the answer.
The answer to what exactly?
The man was gonna end it all. A traumatic exit stage left sort of artsy-fartsy farewell. Mine is also Susato. Susato's my favorite Ace Attorney character, period.
Have you been listening at all this whole time?
At my level, I barely need to listen to a word, and I still understand exactly half of what's going on. Perhaps I can explain a few of the finer details to you later, Eustace. Winner's prerogative. Winners! Sure. Thanks, Gavel.
Thank you indeed. I find it's always best to leave things like child wrangling to a professional.
In the meantime, don't you have something to tell Mr. Edgeworth and his friends?
Judge's name is Judge Tags.
I hate that, actually. Why did you change your name to that? Judge?
Whoops. Oops.
Whoops!
Yeah.
What do you mean,
Again.
whoops?
Again, brand awareness. We're rebranding.
Okay.
I thought we were doing a thing, you know, Asterisla, you know.
Are you kidding me?
Phenom tax.
Phenom I'm gonna kill...
Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
What is it now?
Don't worry, I'm talking Judge out of this.
I took the liberty of investigating our friendly pig pharmacist here. Or rather, I had one of my underlings do it for me.
That's nothing to brag about, you know.
Shut up! Can't you see I'm talking? Anyway, let's put a pin in my suicide theory for now. Yeah. Sorry. In in the fan translation, they translated this line as suicide is on the table for now. Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
Suicide is on the table for now.
Nobody put suicide in the corner.
Don't look away.
I have something more important to tell you. It was Miss Delicious who set up the poison gas trap.
How could you say that?
I was greatly saddened to learn of this, Miss Scone. Your profession is one dedicated to saving lives, and yet you used your expertise to try to take one.
I beg your pudding! How dare you! I did no such thing!
Perhaps you could explain, Mr. Winner?
My throat! You
Why
bet
are you
I
doing
can!
this?
You get a load of this! This is Miss Delicious's pharmacist license. I just spat everywhere. I did pharmacist and my spit just flew. And
Very
it says
cool.
right here that she's authorized to handle Infesticide Ultra.
A product that we have established contains asphyxian, one of the ingredients of our poison gas.
Exactly! It's almost impossible for ordinary people to get a hold of that stuff. But Miss Delicious is no ordinary person. She's a card-carrying pharmacist.
I didn't do it! Oh, this is all just a terrible misunderstanding!
And that's not all. There was a bottle of Infesticide Ultra in the victim's pocket. And what do you know? It's covered in your fingerprints. We know that you and Miss Bound took the victim to the medical room. What better moment to slip the bottle into his pocket,
No!
There was only one person on the premises licensed to carry Infesticide Ultra, and that was you, Miss Scone. Furthermore, you are acquainted with Miss Bound, the owner of the gallery, meaning you would have had access to the building and ample opportunity to prepare your trap.
No, dear! Listen, you don't understand! That Infesticide Ultra was stolen from me!
Lying will only lengthen your sentence, Miss Scone.
I'm not lying! Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it!
What is she looking for?
Oh, that's not it. And that's not it!
That cloth looks familiar.
Ah, here we go! I knew it was in here somewhere. Look!
And what is this?
There's something written on it, I think.
April 1st. Complaint filed. Offense theft. Items stolen Infesticide Ultra, 1 bottle. It's a crime report relating to a theft.
A what?
See, you silly billies? I told you somebody pinched it off of me. A week ago, no less.
By which you mean to say that it was not in your possession at any point today?
That's exactly what I mean to say. I think the bottle you found might be the one I lost. I always have some in my medicine bag, just in case, you know. And I'm supposed to keep my bag locked up tight, but, well, I'd forget my head if it wasn't screwed on. And now, thanks to silly old me, someone's gone and mixed up a cloud of poison gas with the stuff.
I see. But why on earth would you carry such a hazardous substance around with you?
Like I said, just in case. You never know when one of them might appear. You mean the ghastly little creatures that run around people's nice clean kitchens type of them?
Ah, the voices.
You could just roll up a newspaper and whack! One and done.
Phil, what do I do now?
Ah, of course. I think perhaps it might be wise to confirm the authenticity of the crime report, just to be safe. It can't hurt to verify Miss Scone's story, after all. She may be lying to us.
A good idea! Alright, I'm gonna go give the precinct a call. Don't go anywhere!
So Miss Scone might not be guilty after all.
Indeed. If she really were the one who set up the poison gas trap, then I highly doubt she would have used a method that directly implicates her.
So, who do you think it is, Smiles?
Someone with knowledge of the victim's likely behavior, and the time and the means to prepare. 2 factors which point to one very specific person.
Oh yeah? And who might that be? Don't leave us hanging here, big guy.
Gotta be
Is it Judy
Judy.
Bound?
Judy.
Yeah.
It has to be Judy. She's the one who fucking organized this whole thing.
Eustace!
Eustace, it was you!
Y'all are
Take
gonna
that!
judge Judy?
Surely only Miss Bound, the proprietor of these premises, could possibly have prepared in such a way! Wow, that was a lot of P's. We'll need some solid evidence to support such a theory nonetheless.
So, it was her, huh?
Strange. It's like he already knew.
Whew. Nice shooting, Mazzarino. I'm gonna have to take some to make the associate position a permanent deal.
That is not what I was hoping for.
Ahem! I'm back with results! The police have confirmed that the theft really was reported and logged, which means we may have been a little hasty with some of our conclusions, team.
You mean that every single one of your conclusions proved to be hogwash?
No, I mean, we're only just getting started.
Oh, then what's our next move?
Well, first we need to go and talk to Miss Bound.
And then?
And then I'll think about what to do after that.
Eustace, Mr. Gusto's real destination appears to have been the Winter Wing. Perhaps it would be worth having someone investigate that room more thoroughly.
Oh yeah, we should totally do that. Flatfoot, go investigate the Winter Wing.
Yes, sir.
Gavel, we're gonna talk to Miss Bound.
Very good, Eustace.
We'll join you if you don't mind.
Hey, I'm still here.
He
What,
followed
did you
us.
hear something?
He looks so depressed. Look at his fucking face.
I didn't hear anything, did you?
Not really anything, Miles. Must have been the wind.
Must have been the wind. I was about to say.
Was there a fly?
Perhaps.
All
Oh,
right,
no,
you
I've been
have your
hearing more
orders. Go talk to
voices
Bound
lately.
for me. Miss Scone just happy to be there.
Hey, Mr. Winter, weren't we gonna talk to Miss Bound ourselves?
Sure, but I thought, why not let the grunts handle the grunt work, you know? Means I could just sit back and wait for their report. A winning strategy.
You spoiled little.
Ugh, he's so exhausting. I need a break. Huh? There's something in the fountain.
What the fuck?
Ah! It's a body!
What on earth?
Order! Order in the court! Somebody call forensics!
Bad news, sir! Real bad news!
Order! I will have order, detective!
They're the nice sculptures in the Winter Wing! They've all melted!
Oh my god!
What?
Huh?
Say!
Okay, throwing a dead body in a fountain is probably bad luck, I think, right?
I tried to make that huh really pathetic and totally out of place.
I tried very hard to make the scream just fucking
Oh
loud
my
as hell.
god!
That was wonderful!
This time in the fountain!
I love you, darling.
What is the meaning of this?
Now we have 2 victims.
Yeesh. Talk about deja vu. It's just like 18 years ago. Even the ice melted. Again!
Again.
This is like some weird rerun. Same people, same everything. I said it before and I'll say it again. This is no coinky dink. You're with me, right, Mazzarino?
What's wrong with
You
him?
improvise that.
He's just...
This little piggy went to market. And
I
this
really
little
thought you
piggy-
made that up, Judge.
this little piggy went home.
And this
little
went
piggy had roast beef.
We all the way home.
Now do it in Bad's voice, please. Just kidding.
And this little piggy went we all the way home.
That's some bad piggies.
Damn, those piggies are bad. Kind of reminds me of the game Bad Piggies.
Holy crap! It reminds me that.
I think the answers lie in the IS-7 incident itself. In fact, I'm convinced of it.
Great minds think alike. Alrighty then. Time for another trip down memory lane.
Holy shit, that was short.
Wow, that was
Who
the
else-
shortest chapter ever. What the fuck?
Does anyone else think that Gumshoe's kind of hot?
I'll take Adele for 200.
No, fuck you.
What? What? What?
Our brain
You sound
bones.
to everyone right now who wasn't there yesterday in the mod chat.
Oh my
don't care.
god, it was so funny.
My question was relevant.
I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case. Or that it's been 18 long years since. a murder at a confectionery contest, and of one of the participants no less. They pulled his body out of the treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. He'd been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp and subsequently bled to death. We found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle Delicia Scone had made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away. 18 years ago.
And we're back. I'm silent again. Everybody, I'm dead. Welcome in, Eileen. Everybody, I'll see you in like 2 hours.
What the fuck just happened?
Music.
All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He told us to get out, and in no uncertain terms.
So what do we do now, Mr. E? I can't believe he just upped and kicked us out! Von Karma's a total jerk!
Now, Eddie, you're right. It was always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene.
You don't want to know what origami I can make with this bird. Maybe I can recreate a... Never mind. Yeah, but he didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if we're cops or attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth.
You can't assume that everybody's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person.
But what if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth?
It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. Which is why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations, to be friends to the friendless.
Friends to the friendless.
Now, we may not be able to investigate the Winter Wing as hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up.
You're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry, I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth.
You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough.
I will, I promise!
Hi, Queen. Mr. Hedgeworth, Mr. Fender. You look like you could use a little pick-me-up. I'm afraid this is all I have.
That's the same candy that Scone had. It was in her bag, remember? Along with the...
Okay.
She's
I'm
guilty.
listening.
I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means.
Oh, you're the best, Miss Bound!
Handmade by Bound.
I may be in love with you.
Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking. And a little uniquely shaped.
I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
No way, they're great! They're so sweet.
You're very kind. Imagine, me, of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
No idea what's happening, but listening to y'all is what I need while doing makeup. Have a good time. Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although, he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangaroa sure is a lucky guy. Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants sounds amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, nothing!
Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound.
Of course. What right would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby, and Mr. Tangaroa took me in. That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life, and became the father I never had. I can never repay him, so my work for him is the least I can do, and I'll be here for him for as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard!
I must be getting old. I'm welling up a little myself.
And to think, today is Christmas Eve. And I can't even give him his present in person. I'd do anything to save him! Anything! Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it!
We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering a question. Did you know the victim?
Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final.
Oh.
My. They're stunning.
Aren't they? I think they're masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? Samson adored them too.
Oh, hey! That's Taurus and Gemini, right?
I didn't know you were keen on constellations and the zodiac, Eddie.
Oh, I love it! The stories those stars can tell! Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. And the arrow, and... Hold up. The lyre doesn't have any strings. Huh. Did Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
That doesn't sound like that's something he'd forget to do.
Wait, really? But I thought you just said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, he didn't seem like the type.
It seems she's got something to hide, too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound.
Yes, I used this instant camera here. It develops the pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Oh, I'd love to see it in action.
Then, why don't I take your picture?
Yes! Come on, Mr. E, let's get a shot of the both of us!
Well, alrighty then. It would be a shame to waste a good hair day.
Ready? Say cheese!
Cheese!
There, all done. And the picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much! Oh, that's such a cool camera.
Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame.
So there aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh?
Negatives.
I assume Mr. Tengroa used the same camera during the contest.
Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' works.
But didn't you take a picture of a body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while judging was still underway?
Yes. Samson wanted pictures of all the entrance completed rooms, but the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were.
In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected.
Yes. The number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way.
But had it really, though?
I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the fountain room on my way back when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Samson's room. Samson, are you in here? Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. But I remember I called the police, and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera, it's been with me ever since.
I see. I'd be grateful if you could lend us the camera in this picture, Miss Bound.
Of course. Here you go.
Thank you.
La, la, la. La, la, la.
I love the way she walks.
Detective Bad! Miss Scone! Are they done investigating?
They're done with me, that's for certain. The big manie told me to clear it off. Honestly, that mannequins will be the end of me, the cheek of him.
Guess he got tired of people cluttering up his crime scene.
Did he run you off too, Detective Bad?
Yeah, Von Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around. Why would Mr. Von Karma go so far as to exclude his own lead detective?
Welcome in, Emmanuel. Good morning.
Maybe he's just a giant douchebag.
Still, got a pretty good look at the scene.
Fenn's young Fender is truly energetic. It's an amazing approach. Everybody, round of applause for Mugs.
Thank you. Oh, you flatter me. Oh my god.
One round of applause.
Sorry.
We're approaching 2.
It's whatever.
Also,
Esther, were you
I'm gonna
rushing
head
or
out.
were you dragging?
Okay,
Yeah.
Sid.
Oh, see you later.
Have a
But answer the question, Esther,
wonderful
first.
night.
Huh?
Were you rushing or were you dragging with your clapping? Oh no, she doesn't get it.
No.
Yeah, okay, adding to the list.
What?
Whiplash.
Yeah, watch Whiplash together. It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh, it's a movie. No, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it. Look at all the
And on that
applause,
note-
Danny.
So much applause.
I'm not leaving because Fanny got applause.
Okay, we
So
didn't
glad
think
you can
that
clarify,
until now
thank
you
you.
suggested that.
You know, it
Makes
makes
me
it
feel a
sound
lot
like I'm
better.
like a super jaded human being, which I am, but you know.
Okay, damn.
Yeah. Anyway, take care. I'll be in chat. Everyone
Oh, yeah.
behave.
Take care,
Take
Sif.
it easy.
Send lots of messages. Bye-bye.
Still, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room.
What about?
About the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest. Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room.
That's right. And I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment, as the guy who melted Frost's work. But is that really why Mr. Gusto went into Mr. Frost's room? Got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours.
Wait. What? Why would you just give it to us?
Do I gotta spell it out for you, kid?
know
I'm
how to spell?
offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out. Detective!
I didn't know the truth was gay!
Oh my god.
I don't know why, but that
Eddie,
reminded me.
please!
I didn't say she was being silly. I said she was fucking goofy.
Praise me.
Really, Detective Bad? Oh, Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this.
Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. If he's gonna stonewall my investigation, then I'm not gonna play by the book either. Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth. Now, can I, Mr. Edgeworth? Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad.
Wow. I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E.
Well, I haven't the foggiest what you're all going on about, but here's to new friends, eh?
It's definitely nice to have the good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at the photograph. Here, look at this photograph. Every
What?
time I look, it makes me laugh. This is what Frost's room looks like right now.
Yikes. That's gonna be a fucking yikes for me. There's nothing left of his flavored ice sculptures but puddles.
The floor appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid.
Part of me wishes the Yatagarasu had targeted Von Karma. I think it was... No, it wasn't past their time. They totally could have.
I should compare this with the photo I just borrowed from Miss Bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this. Yeah. Once that was out of the socket, the display cases lost power, and up the temperature went.
It looks like they were all connected to the same power strip.
Do you have any idea when it was unplugged? Nope. Still working on that.
Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste.
You can say that again! I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance.
So they tasted good?
Did they ever? I've never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bits, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit.
It's in the other photo you've got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
Gemini's lyre.
Wait, that's why it had no strings? Because you ate them?
I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you it was all horrible and salty.
Except for the lyre, which was salty.
It's interesting that only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. And could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Come to think of it, I did. There was a funny little mark on Chillywinks' work. It was 2 little letters. Let me see if I can draw it for you. Here we go. Yes, it looked just like that.
It's almost like the signature or something. Wait!
PH. I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. She's also becoming British. So what, PH?
I'm trying to think, what is that on the periodic table again?
I don't know if it's periodic. I don't think it's all... I mean, it could be.
It's something chemical based, like, I think it's like acid and bases. Like the pH levels in like water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that would be
like...
Yeah, like acidity versus bases. Yeah, ink. I mean, I don't know, because whenever you write pH, you don't capitalize both of them typically, right?
It's not capitalized.
PH isn't capitalized at
It's
all.
not, the P isn't capitalized, but I'm pretty sure not both aren't capitalized in that, right? That's what
both
tipped me off.
of them are capitalized. So
Wait,
maybe.
Can you pull it up again? Sorry.
No, we don't have it.
Oh, it's okay.
It's not in evidence.
okay.
That's what I was looking for. I was trying to find it.
Fuck!
We'll find it. Maybe it'll
Our
come.
case is called, Eddie.
He's not the type to skip an important detail like that.
I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound, but are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well?
What? No, I barely knew him, I swear.
Is that so? You certainly seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude towards his work.
No, I just... The sculptures were so carefully made. I didn't think he missed something so important.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that.
What makes you say that?
The more you dance, the more I suspect you.
I have an item of evidence, and it appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's processions. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. So, what are these 2 pieces of evidence of yours?
Which 2 items point to Mr. Frost? This is the first.
Oh, pH.
Yeah.
I want the seal!
And now the second.
That would be...
Camera? Yeah, is the camera in the... No, that's not...
Where'd the PH just go? We just had it. Hal Halik?
Halik? Wait, what? Wait, inspect that?
Frost.
Inspect the
Is that-
teapot?
It's at
It
the
has
bottom.
PH on the fucking bottom. Oh my god.
So it's his signature.
Paul Halik. Huh.
Oh, I get it. Artie Frost is Paul Halik.
Yeah.
Mm.
Miss Scone found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work.
I guess not.
That's right, dear. It's just like you said. Chillywinks' statues had the letters PH carved into them, plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF? As fuck?
As fuck.
Shouldn't it be
You'd think
PH
so,
as fuck?
But you'd think so would be as fuck, but it's not. Take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell in Mr. Frost's pocket, and when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we can see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea set. The same pottery marks? We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Halik. From that, we can assume that these same letters would mark any item out as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware, correct, Miss Bound?
Well, yes. I know that he always marks his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his.
You mean Paul Leak was? That's right, Detective. Auntie Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact
an
famed sculptor.
I mean, he's both of these, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, we're talking about the thing that he's obviously
he-
not
yeah.
like the subtle thing.
I guess
Like,
so.
he's also a sculptor because he made the fucking pottery.
Oh, I mean,
thingy.
yeah, it
Mr.
was
Frost
saying
was in fact
it was saying Mr. Frost, not Mr. Halik.
none other than the famed sculptor Paul Halik.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did I go like toad on that? What?
Mr. Frost and Paul
Halik. Yeah. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person?
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Mushroom Kingdom, here
Here we come.
But it's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being in with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was. It was proof enough, for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His true identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct. Alright. I'll have the boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you admit you were aware of who Mr. Frost really was?
I was... When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine, his entries in a confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that.
And be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point?
What? Why are you asking me that?
The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken.
Oh, I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection! I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging, and that you've had charge of the camera since before Mr. Tangaroa had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body.
I suppose so.
This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with the new film, one of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise.
You do?
Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures?
The camera?
I mean, yeah, the camera, 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining. So since she took 2 Wait, how many photos did she take again?
I'm not sure.
The assumption that she took 2.
Maybe it's the camera and Frost's room.
Oh yeah, maybe it's gonna be like, oh, the camera, and then like, what are you talking about?
The camera?
You gave the picture of the body to the police and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me.
Oh, and you gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth too.
3 photographs in total, and yet the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20. You took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I'll need to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to.
I'm so sorry. I confess. I've been lying to you.
Huh? These are all shots of Frost's room.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle.
And when they were taken, the ice still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me. It was you?
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was.
You are? Why?
Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halik's work, as you know. I was petrified that they might be ruined, but with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
And how did that make them melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing.
By mistake? Are you sure?
I didn't notice it at the time, but well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces?
That seems a little convenient to me. I'm not sure, but I believe it. But I'm not in a position to refute it either.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth.
What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound.
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth, picture's yours. Hope it helps.
Oh, Jesus.
One moment, please.
You've got this.
Take your time.
Okay. Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation. Whether we're part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless. It seems you don't know when to shut up either, but I commend you on your stubbornness.
Mr. Von Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry. And to you, Mr. Gusto.
No concern of mine. I didn't do anything, and Mr. Von Karma agrees.
Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why.
Sure, I was...
Objection! Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Judy Bound, you're coming with me. I have reasons to believe that you are an accomplice of the accursed Samson Tangaroa.
No,
I will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order.
I understand.
Wait, please! I'm not done questioning her myself. And you think I care because... Bad, Gusto, and you, Scone. I have a question for all of you, and I expect answers.
Fine by me.
Oh, you could at least ask nicely, Mannykins.
I don't know why I read Gusto. It's fucking not Gusto.
It's okay. He's a bitch. He wouldn't bother to learn anyways.
He took literally everyone with him.
Indeed. Well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Goodbye, Eddie. I'm off.
What?
See ya. Bye.
Can you drive me home at least? I'm
Case
not
is
gonna
yours,
be here
Stulo.
for another 6
See you
days.
later, Eddie. You got this,
What?
Edward. Bye. Goodbye, Eddie.
Can I at least have some, can I at least have like pocket change for like an Uber or like a train ride?
What's an Uber? We're in 2001.
Taxi, sorry.
No.
Damn.
Are you gonna at least, is this gonna be on my salary?
I'm kidding. I'm back. Perhaps it's time we get going anyway. It is rather late. Hope the snow is let up.
You're right. Home time. Guess my stomach's in agreement too.
All right, let's grab a burger before my own stomach starts grumbling too.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Let's eat up and rest up. We'll need to be in fighting fit for tomorrow.
We will indeed. And our first port of call will be with Mr. Tangaroa.
Fucking love burgers.
God,
Yeah,
I can't
to
think of a voice
continued
that-
again. All these
I had
chapters
to
are
think
so
of a voice
short.
for Tangaroa.
How many chapters are in this? What the fuck? This is like the 5th one.
No, literally. It's
We're in the ladder. We're in ladder.
We're in ladder, don't trust it. I feel like we're like halfway done.
It really does feel like we're taking forever.
Like, I feel like we're only halfway done. There's a lot of mysteries here that we still haven't uncovered. Like, a lot. I mean, it could just be a long final confrontation. I don't remember it being a painful long final confrontation, though, so it should be okay. Christmas at 10 a.m. God damn, I hate that.
Hey, it's Miss Bound.
Oh, Mr. Fender, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday.
She looks rather tired. Has Mr. Von Karma finished interrogating you?
Yes, although, really, he only seemed interested in how I melted those sculptures.
Are you here to see Mr. Tangaroa too?
Yes, I'm terribly worried about him.
What the fuck? Bad's being interrogated.
Detective Bad, what are you doing back there? Oh, just happened to be here. I'll be heading back to the scene soon.
Not sure how anyone just happens to be at a detention center, but okay. Jesus Christ.
Good morning.
God, he looks...
Mr.
Stress.
Tangaroa! What happened to you?
Oh no! Samson, what did they do to you?
They didn't seem to want me to let me sleep. I had no idea interrogations could be so involved. Sorry if I seem distracted. I think I'm a little tired.
That was great.
They're not
I
letting
love
you
that.
sleep.
That's not police work, that's torture! What's going on here, Detective Bad?
I'm not the one doing the interviewing. It's the guy that put on the case before me. I like Von Karma's methods, but about as much as you do, which is why I'm doing what I can to help. It was Detective Bad who got me out there. I'd still be in the interrogation room right now if it weren't for him.
Well, butter my biscuits!
Detective Bad really is trying to look out for the Mr. Tangaroa in his own way, it seems.
Actually, maybe don't do that. I thought about it.
This makes me so sad because I did remember that at some point Tangaroa's hair turns gray, but I assume that was like, oh yeah, we'll see him in the future, and that's when his hair turns gray, and then he came out here, and I was like, wait, what year is it? I got so confused for a second.
Stressed.
Poor guy.
All right, Eddie.
I was fucking stressed.
My bad. All right, Eddie. Let's share yesterday's findings with Mr. Tangaroa.
39.
Going on 60. Sorry.
You got it, Mr. E. My notepad is at the ready.
Mr. Tangaroa, we found out quite a bit, if you'd like to hear it.
How old is Judy here? She's 16?
Holy fuck.
I thought she was older than that. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Of course, thank you.
You alright, Mr. Tangaroa? You seem kinda spaced out.
I'm fine, I think my blood sugar might be running a little low.
Samson.
Do we have anything that might give him a little energy boost?
Shockingly, we do. We have candy.
Have some candy.
Oh my
Why,
God.
thank you, buddy. I appreciate it so much. What is that? Chocolate? Sweet, loving smell of chocolate?
Oh,
Chocolate?
those are the chocolates
Chocolate!
Oh my
Holy
god.
shit!
Chocolate! Chocolate! Chocolate!
Your mic suppressed that to hell and back. Holy shit.
It did?
Yes.
I wonder what that sounded like.
It didn't cap it off or anything, but it definitely, obviously
Like that.
protected itself.
I mean, you have a noise gate on it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So it made it sound bad.
Chocolate!
I mean, yeah, my voice was.
No, it was like audio suppression type of.
Oh shit. I guess I had a hard time. You
Sorry.
Judge?
I wish I could just give them to you, Mr. Tangaroa, but the rules here don't exactly allow me to do so. Oh, that's a shame, but rules are rules, I suppose.
God, poor guy.
There must be some way we can hand them to him.
I hope Detective Bad is noting the meaningful look in his direction. Let me take a good look at them. If they seem legit, I might consider passing them on to the suspect. Thank you, Detective Bad.
My hero!
Academia?
I'm touched. Thank you, Detective.
Back up when you're doing
man.
Tango. It's a little loud.
I'm touched. Thank you, Detective. Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. I get why I asked her.
I'm sorry.
How many times do you just need to go back up a little bit? Back up a little bit. Back up
Just-
a little bit.
you gotta
get closer.
trust-
Get closer.
You
get
gotta
closer.
trust me though. If y'all are rewatching the VODs, you know it sounds good.
I hope. Yeah.
Chat, what do y'all think? Do they sound better after I'm like, hey, back up, get closer?
Here. Here. You don't know how much this means. You don't know how much this means to me. Yeah, keep it down, will you? Hang on, I gotta film this. This is ridiculous.
Yes, please.
Okay, get the history up quickly. Okay.
Hold on.
I'm touched. Thank you, Detective. Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. Here. You don't know how much that means to me. Yeah. Keep it down, will ya? For both our sakes. Of course, Detective. I wouldn't wish to put your livelihood at risk. Now, to sample these treats. Detective, I apologize for putting you in a tight spot. I didn't do it for you. It was my call.
Guess you're not such a bad guy after all.
Oh, the sweetness! I feel like a man reborn! Were they your handiwork, Judy?
Yes. How were they?
Oh, what the?
Feel them melt, soft and smooth.
What is he doing?
Chocolates that
Mr. Edgeworth?
comfort and soothe.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm scared.
Ear to ear, head to toe. Smile and savor the taste as it flows.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Delicious. They're not exactly beautiful, but they're sweet and oh so flavorful. Thank you, Judy.
Bro really thinks he's Willy Wonka. Oh my fucking god. I'm so glad you like them.
And I'm glad you're back to your own self. My apologies, friends. The food here, they serve is just so flavorless. Between that and a lack of sleep, I was about ready to collapse in sheer despair.
Wow. Food here really all that bad?
Just the usual. French fries, ham sandwich, stuff like that. Yes, and yet I couldn't taste a thing! Anyway, I'm heading back to the scene. Before you go, Detective, do you have any news, new information to share? Oh, yeah.
Oh
You were right
yeah.
about the victim's identity. Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, that
It's
felt
oh,
like the
yeah.
Metaton. Oh
It's all
yeah.
coming together. Oh, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Frost worked as a sculptor in France, where he was known as Paul Halik. Hearty Frost was Paul Halik? I never would have imagined.
Poor Mr. Halik.
So the famous French sculptor wasn't a Frenchman after all, huh?
This all would certainly explain why Mr. Halik was such a recluse and refused to show his face in public. He was busy working on his greatest masterpiece, apparently. Bunch of zodiac statues. Guess he'll never finish them now.
He never finished his greatest masterpiece?
Nah. Seems he was making statues for each season. But he never got around to the winter constellations.
The winter constellations? You mean Taurus and Gemini?
So, the two he made out of ice would have completed the set.
Yeah. And now they're nothing but puddles. Oh, jeez, what a bummer.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, Miss Bound, I wasn't blaming you!
One last thing. Seems he had himself a bit of a spending habit when it came to his work. Every statue cost him millions to make, which means he was always strapped for cash. We're checking to see if there's any chance someone caught in a debt.
I guess not even famous artists are safe from money problems.
Do you have any idea why he entered the confectionery contest? None. Guy didn't even tell his family. I see. Alright, I really gotta get going. I'll go fetch another guard, but I can't be hanging around here any longer. Understood, Detective. We'll see you again shortly.
Oh yeah.
Bye!
Okay. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh my god. Okay.
That was amazing.
I'll post that in the break room. Oh, it's too big. God damn it.
Oh no.
Chop it up, chop it up.
I gotta figure out how to do that. I haven't actually done that before.
I mean, you've recorded it on your phone, right?
Yeah, I've recorded it on my phone, but it doesn't allow me to do it as an option.
You could screen record it, I guess.
Let me think. He's a good man. He certainly is. And an uncompromising one. Somebody who can be trusted to stand up for what he believes in.
To scare the pants off of anybody new he meets!
Now you see, now you were going to tell me about what you learned yesterday. Of course, allow me to give you a full report.
I see.
Thank you for that. And allow me to apologize on Judy's behalf.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine, Mr. Tangroa. As I told her yesterday, the important thing is what we learned, the truth in the end. Now, would you mind if I ask you a question or two? By all means, I'll gladly share all that I can.
We showed up this already.
Hi, Yan.
What can you tell me about the contestants who took part in the final round of the contest? Well, let's see. Was Miss Scone. I loved her design concept. Unfortunately, her entry was in a violation of the rules, and so I had to disqualify her. Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semi-final. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both accounts. And there was actually something a little...
mid as fuck! Like, what the fuck?
This shit's so us, I can't agree. And there was actually something a little unusual about his entry for the semi-final as well.
Sorry, I hit my mic.
I could tell you.
It tasted identical to Mr. Frost's. They may have looked different, but I could have sworn I was eating the same thing.
Oh, sorry, my mom just sent me the thing that's like Russia finding Google that like ridiculous number. 20 decillion or something.
25 decillion.
And she was like, I'm sorry, but I needed a good joke. That's the funniest thing I've seen all day. Anyway, sorry.
No, we're chilling. Huh? And what exactly did his work look like?
Oh, there should be a photograph back at my mansion.
I'll show it to you later, Mr. Edgeworth.
Much appreciated, Miss Bound. But Mr. Frost's entry for the finals, that was truly sublime. So you were able to finish judging it, even though his body had been discovered in the meantime. Yes, I wasn't aware of what happened until after I completed my assessment. Mr. Frost wasn't in his room when I visited, so I took the liberty of sampling a bit. Part of the lyre, I believe. I'd never tasted anything like it! It was a dream! I was so moved that I burst into song! I'm sorry, but are you saying that the lyre tasted good? I'd like to hear more about that, if you don't mind.
Liar.
You're quite sure it was the lyre you tasted when you sampled Mr. Frost's work? I'm certain I did. I'm certain of it. It was part of the Gemini sculpture, which was the only sculpture in that display case. Mr. Tangaroa, would you mind taking a look at this photograph for me? So the part you tried was the lyre, the one shown here without any strings. Oh, there was strings originally. That part was the part I ate. So the strings were missing because Mr. Tangaroa ate them all, and he enjoyed them? Miss Scone told us she ate a part of the lyre as well. But she said it was far too salty for her to finish. Then it's true! The truth is, I've suspected for a while that there might have been something wrong with my sense of taste. Something wrong? How so, exactly? There's a taste disorder There's a taste disorder characterized by an inability to detect salty flavors. And I suspect I've been suffering from it. I eat so many sweet foods on a daily basis that it took a while for me to even notice. But there's no denying it now. That would explain why the food here seems so bland to him.
What? But your taste buds are your livelihood.
Even if there were some long-term treatment option, I highly doubt a total cure for your condition exists. Nevertheless, you should put in a request to the police for a proper evaluation. Oh, that won't be necessary. I have a recipe for a cure back at my mansion. You do? I do! You can take a look at it for yourself if you'd like.
Samson! We can't show that recipe to just anybody.
Judy, Mr. Edgeworth is hardly just anybody. He's my attorney, and I have no secrets from him.
Yes, you're right, of course. If that is what you wish.
What on earth is the secret recipe for a miracle cure that they've been hiding? I need a drink. Hang on.
Sif moment.
Get over this shit, Jesus Christ.
My throat hasn't.
Oh no!
I mean, I like for singing. It's like it's not that good for singing yet. So.
I mean, oh yeah, because it's like super early.
Yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't be singing that high when you're not like. I think the general rule of thumb is it should be 5 hours at least after you wake up.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Well, the first time I did it for the stream, it was 30 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you absolutely have to sing that early, like sing in a comfortable range. Obviously, don't push it.
No.
Well, I suppose I should be getting back.
All right, we'll be right behind you. Judy!
Yes, Samson.
I love you.
That's her dad!
There's more
What?
What do you mean,
that
what?
was very weird. Her and I are buddies, don't understand? There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about your life you want to live. Because I won't always be around.
Don't say that! Without you, I don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting, right there at the mansion, until you come home. No, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Miss Bound!
Judy!
Okay, you could say I love you to your daughter. It's fine.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but
What? No, I didn't mean it like that. God.
the usual joke is like in a romantic connotation. So
No.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, she seemed really upset. I thought I saw tears in her eyes. Why'd you even say all that to her?
Because I worry about her. She can't keep putting my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean?
You don't have to sing.
The
It's
Hilly
okay.
collection! The candy making! It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person and choose her own destiny. The last thing I want is for her to miss out on all that life has to offer because of me.
I guess that makes sense. I'm kind of sad though. Like, what the fuck?
He really does see her as his own child. What parent wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? And what parent wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? I know exactly how he feels in this moment.
Dad's dad.
Just like me, for real.
I think I've asked of you everything I can for now, Mr. Tangaroa. We should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving. I see. I suppose I'll be going back to the interrogation room for another session. Oh, yes. We'll have to do something about that. You'll speak to the police for me. That too. But I'll be putting something else in place as well. An ace up our sleeve for when the time comes. Ha! I look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth.
We'll be back to brief you, Mr. Tangaroa, every day! And Judy, too!
Thank you, Eddie! I'll look forward to it. Mr. Tangaroa, your interrogator will do everything in his power to exact a confession from you. I hate to see an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. If you can't, Mr. Von Karma will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. And it will make it that much harder for me to save you. I understand, and I'll try. I won't give up until you're out there, Mr. Tangaroa. You have my word on that. Okay.
Me, honestly.
I uploaded both the things in the mod break room.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
thank
Lord.
you. Von Karma starts reading bad Ace Attorney fanfiction for the interrogation.
What the fuck?
All right, babes, we're pulling up Wattpad.
What?
Wait, what? Where? What? Why?
Why?
We're
Who
not.
said that?
Welcome in festive.
Who said that?
No one cares, though.
Detective Bath, thank you again for what you did earlier.
Yeah, thanks a ton!
What are you two talking about?
There's no need to be shy about it.
Never mind that now. I'm guessing you two are back here, looking to investigate some more. We are indeed. Well, we'll need some solid... We need something solid if we're to save Mr. Tangaroa. Well, I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown.
What? Well, we need to see those other rooms!
This is Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume. Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. Guy's probably got a hand in that too. And don't expect to speak with anybody, except us cops in Miss Bound.
I wasn't expecting to squeak to anyone.
Everybody else is gone, and I doubt Von Karma will be handling out phone numbers.
Is this all just a game to him? Why does he have to go so far?
So what's your plan of action, Detective? Same as before. Do what I can to help you uncover the truth, like I promised. You have my gratitude.
Just you wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you and your bag of dirty tricks.
Detective, may we conduct a brief investigation of the area? Sure. But like I said, everywhere else is off bounds. You probably won't be seeing those rooms again. That's fine. As long as there's at least some way of continuing our investigation, we'll make do.
Begin investigation.
Begin our investigation.
A moment of your time, Eddie.
Sure thing, Mr. E. What's up? What's up?
That film hasn't come out yet.
Oh, you bet I do! Mr. Tangaroa's amazing display being used to store the body? Scone's beautiful dreamscape being used to store the murder weapon. Really seeing some beautiful things being used for ugly purposes on this case, huh?
I suppose we are.
To make things worse, Miss Bound seems super down.
When I asked if you had any thoughts on the case, I was thinking more about useful insights.
Oh, sorry, Mr. E. Did I do something wrong?
I worry about you sometimes, Eddie. How are you liking your first crime scene investigation, Eddie?
Oh, it's great! I've been taking notes about everything and I'm learning so much. I'm so happy you let me tag along, Mr. Edgeworth.
So, you want to be an attorney, huh?
You bet I do. I give anything to be a hero of justice, to help the helpless and fight for what's right. The first time I saw Mr. E do his thing in court, oh, I knew I'd found my calling.
You know, cops look out for people too.
Sure. But I want to be an attorney.
Well, good luck to you. I get the feeling Detective Bad might be pining for an apprentice of his own.
Aw, that's cute.
Well, he doesn't have to wait long!
The past?
Excuse
Gaze
me,
into the future.
may I ask what you're investigating?
Oh my god. Sir! I'm analyzing the fountain water to see what might be in it, sir.
And what are the pH levels? What did you
I
find?
can't do low voices anymore.
You're hurting.
No, listen, Judy's voice is so low. Listen, I was listening back on the previous VOD, and when I heard Judy's voice, I was like, who the fuck is that? I was like, that's not me. It doesn't sound like me. I'm changing my voice so much for her, and it's like kind of grating on me. Just a little. Anyway, every forensics officer is now a cross-dresser? I don't know. Chocolate looks like the kind of flavorings and colorings used in frozen desserts, sir. The composition of the chocolate seems to be the same as that of Mr. Tangaroa's work. Born to be Chiaki Nanami, forced to be a sultry jazz singer. That's how I feel! And the flavorings and colorings match the profile of those used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures.
Those little rivers flow from all four artists' rooms right here into this to this fountain. Guess that's how the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up in there.
And that's not all, sir. We also found blood.
What? Why is there blood in the water? Think back to our investigation of the murder scene, Detective. Take another look at the scene in front of us. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is not. You're right. I don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood along with the body. The victim's blood was mysteriously absent, as was part of the chocolate chest it had pooled on.
Eddie, hug me now. So real.
I believe the blood probably belonged to...
Eddie Fender.
I mean, it has to be him, right?
I mean, it would have to be Audie Frost. 'Cause
The victim.
I mean,
right?
yeah, I mean, he's the dead guy. The guy who bled.
The victim, huh? I'll have the guy compare it with the blood on the murder weapon.
Oh, we actually
fuck?
get a cute little noise now.
Well, that's magic.
Wow.
Forensics is just magic.
That is forensics.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a match. The blood in the fountain is Frost's. But why would someone want to send the victim's blood downstream and into the fountain like this?
Crossbow was found in the fountain, but not at the scene of the crime.
Miss Bound, we're here to continue our investigation.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier.
She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E.
She must have been greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say.
I found the photograph of the semi-final entries for you. Here, it's all yours. Damn, those are beautiful.
Whoa! Miss Scone sure knows how to make a cute cake.
Yes, Samson loved her design for that one. And he loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries too. Only problem was, as Samson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. However, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike, it seems.
Was there anything else of note that changed between the semifinal and the final?
Nothing major, but I guess there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always here with him throughout the contest, but he was nowhere to be seen during the final.
Why would his son come and hang out at a contest venue of all places? You're sure you're happy for us to keep a hold of this?
Of course. I hope it helps with your investigation. Oh, and I also have the book containing the recipe for the cure Samson mentioned.
We've seen this book before.
Oh,
It was in the chocolate frame in Tangaroa's room.
that's right. He put it on display there so that everybody could see the grand prize.
What? The cure's in the ultimate cookbook? So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I take it?
Oh no, we told the contestants, of course. But I guess nobody told you yet.
So the contestants all knew. What the ultimate cookbook was the whole time. I'd like to hear more about the cookbook, if you don't mind, Miss Bound. So, if I understand correctly, the ultimate cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines.
Exactly. Or rather, totally new medicines that haven't made it to market yet, to be precise. To the right buyer, a pharmaceutical company for example, it would be worth a fortune.
But why make that the grand prize in the confectionery contest?
Mr. Tangaroa is the sole heir to the Tangaroa family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa group?
The Tangaroa group? Yeah, I think I heard of them somewhere before.
It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. Sells all kinds of pills and poisons.
Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. I always reach for a cold killer when I'm feeling under the weather.
Which is never as far as I've seen. I'd like to hear more about the Tangaroa group, if you don't mind. So, did Mr. Sorry, a bit loud. So, did Mr.
It's
Tangaroa
okay.
not want to take over for his parents and go into the family business?
Cold Killer, turn about memories? Yeah, it's the same brand.
No, he preferred the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery. And his parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world. Then, when they passed away, he inherited the cookbook.
But why would he make such a valuable heirloom a mere contest prize?
He's been hounded by so many people looking to make that book their own. He was tired of it. But it would have been an insult to his parents' memory simply to give it away. So he decided to find somebody he felt was worthy of it.
I'll bet the board of directors love that. Handling over the fruits of all their expensive research to someone else.
They hated the idea, of course. Which is why Delicia entered the contest. The Tangaroa group wanted her to win the book back for them.
So you knew she was a pharmacist all along?
Yes. And not only that, I told her how to appeal to Samson's tastes.
Ooh.
I tried to help her win.
But why?
I wanted to protect Samson by protecting the Tangaroa group. If that cookbook fell into another company's hands, the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way that Samson couldn't object to.
So that's how Miss Scone managed to make it so far in the contest she had no business taking part in.
But Miss Scone wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectioner either. And he still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad.
Yes, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor and a gifted crafter of desserts, too.
Gifted indeed, judging by the standard of his work in the final. But how did one man produce pieces of that size and quality in such a short period of time?
I'm not sure I have much more to tell you.
So I'm thinking, right? So, Scone tried, Halik's ice sculptures. She had the strings on the lyre, and she was like, they're too salty, I couldn't eat them.
But,
But Samson didn't know about that. Or Samson, when he tried them, he was like, oh, it was good, but he can't taste salt. So, it makes me wonder if Frost knew about it as well, somehow? Anyway.
Maybe. What, he knew too much?
But then what would that mean?
I'm not sure.
We'll probably figure it out
And
soon.
they had to kill him because like someone was so desperate even for murder.
I'm still...
Even for murder?
I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I don't remember who the culprit is in this case. But if
We'll find out soon.
if there's anything else I can help you with, I'd be happy to, of course.
She's certainly very keen to ensure that she does all she can for Mr. Tangaroa. I could certainly use a cup of tea you made us yesterday if you wouldn't mind. I think that might help move the investigation along nicely.
Oh, I'll have some too. Your tea is to die for, Miss Bound.
Well, how can I possibly refuse? I'll bring it right out.
Well, my gut's grumbling right now, and I think it's trying to tell me that it expects or suspects Judy Bound to be the culprit, but I have that's all conjecture. That's my guess.
It could be Judy, because she would have motive for it. Because, like, he made it that far. And, I mean, we saw that Gusto has a little bit of trouble with his design work. Like, his stuff is very tasty, but visually it's not terribly great.
She could have probably helped all.
You know what?
the
You know what I
contestants.
think it is. I think that Gusto is probably like I'm sus of Gusto right now because like he's the only one that we just haven't talked to.
This
But
is
I feel like
true.
Judy is involved somehow with like the present case with like the gas and shit. I feel like she's
Yeah, well,
probably like, oh hey,
We're gonna
now
talk
that
to her
everyone's back
before we
here.
found the other body.
Mm-hmm.
You think she's trying to...
Get revenge.
Gusto makes me raise my eyebrow because his stuff tasted like Frost's. I mean, true. I'm not sure the significance of that though, because like
So who said that again? Wasn't it Tangaroa who has like terrible
Tangaroa said
taste
that.
buds?
Yeah, and he doesn't have proper taste buds, so I'm like, So I'm not sure exactly how important that is because, I mean, we don't know if they taste the same to everybody or just to him. But anyway. Much to think about. That was it? Okay.
That was it. Okay.
We've learned a little more about the contest participants. But there's still one question involving Mr. Gusto, for which we never got an answer. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us as why.
Sure, I was.
Objection! Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. What was he doing in Mr. Frost's room? And that's not all. I also have questions about the work he submitted for the semi-finals. A confectioner who admits to lacking design sense, a sculptor with it in spades. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself. Which is why I'm beginning to wonder if there was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost.
Oh, as in like Gusto did the baking and then Mr. Frost did the designing.
Yeah. Detective. I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. His story still doesn't quite add up for me. Me neither. We need to figure out how to get in touch with him.
Oh, do you now?
Oh, do you now? Ugh,
Man, I hate
good
him.
luck with that. Huh?
I hate him because like so the theme that's playing right now, this is not his theme. This is specifically Franziska's theme. It debuted as her theme. And every time that it plays
that's some shit.
when he comes on screen, it pisses me off.
Because you think it's, Francisca?
This is her theme. This was her theme in the second.
I don't think Francisco was a glint in Von Karma's eye at the moment.
Like-
At this point either.
Because I mean, so this theme debuted in the second mainline game, in which Franziska is the main prosecutor, and this was her theme. And at that point, like the overarching plot of the second game, at least in regards to Franziska, is how she learns to kind of separate herself from her father's vision. at the time she was exclusively a prosecutor. She wasn't part of Interpol. And so, like, for me, this song kind of represents, like, her transformation away from Von Karma. And so seeing him use it pisses me off. It's just like, no! Anyway.
Good luck with... I didn't read that line.
Sorry.
Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing it. Mr. Von Karma, I am already in the midst of my own investigation into Gusto, so there is no need for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again. I will, however, be happy... I'll start again. I will, however, be happy to answer my questions you might have. He seems dead set on preventing me from talking to Mr. Gusto. In which case...
Bye-bye, Eileen. Take care.
Fine. Then allow me to take you up on your offer. Very well. What is it? I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost.
There's gotta be Wattpad fan fictions about these two, right? Hold on.
About
Why, though?
Edgeworth and Von Karma?
Gregory Edgeworth x Manfred Von Karma.
Why, though? Isn't Manfred the whole reason?
Wattpad.
I think that's kind of messed up, if there is. Isn't Manfred the whole reason spoilers happen?
I'm sorry. The first result on Google is so it's a fic titled Gregory Edgeworth x Manfred Von Karma, and the description is I don't feel anything anymore.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, because you're dead.
The connection between Gusto and Frost. It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be taking part in the same contest. And that's all? That's all I have to say to you.
What? But that doesn't help us at all!
Well, have to confront him with evidence if we want to draw the truth out of him. And it's imperative that we do. He's clearly hiding something.
See you later, Echo.
Gusto and Frost connection. I wasn't paying attention at all because I was looking up Manfred Von Karma x Gregory Edgeworth.
Girl.
It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be
it has to be something more, so...
No, we can present this because they tasted the
The
same.
semifinals.
Yeah, they taste the exact
Yeah.
same. Yeah, so there is a clear connection.
Objection! I wonder if you could look at these two confections in the foreground for me, Mr. Von Karma. They were made for the contest's semifinals, but are quite exquisitely crafted, wouldn't you agree?
Now that I'm looking at it, like, they both have roses on them. Like, they actually look really, really similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were the two that jumped out at me the first, and then Fender was like,
Get to the
okay!
point. As the nameplate suggests, these were Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries. But Mr. Gusto told us the confectionery design was far from his strong suit. And yet, his work in the picture is just as good as Mr. Frost's, exactly as good in fact. We learned from another witness that their two entries also tasted exactly the same. Objection!
Jesus Christ.
What are you suggesting?
Just that tie.
I'm suggesting that they were helping one another out. Let's take a close look, shall we?
Yeah, it's the same roses.
While at first glance, the two may appear to be superficially different, it soon becomes apparent that there are significant similarities in how they were put together. They are made of the same ingredients, taste the same, and share a similar design aesthetic. This picture is proof positive that the two were working together. If you figured it that much out, I suppose there's a little point in denying it. Mr. Von Karma knew all along that they were cooperating, but I'll warn you, none of what you're about to hear will be to your advantage. Goodness, my air's running out. Let me confirm, what you seem so desperate to prove, Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. It seems they were helping one another right up until the day before the final. So, You knew that the two were cooperating. Mr. Von Karma, why are you trying to bury the truth? Objection! Please, enough with the petty slander. I merely wanted to avoid you poking your nose around before I could provide proper context in court. It simply slipped my mind to explain that to you. It doesn't explain why he's being so slippery with me. With the facts, though. I need to figure out what it was he's hiding. I can't let things end like this.
So that's like code for press something. We're indeed working together. Oh, I love that hold it. That was great.
So you did know. So you didn't know that there was a connection between the two. Why were you trying to hide it? I don't just hand out information like candy.
It's Halloween.
And certainly not to the defense.
It's Halloween!
Not like that lollipop nursing fool of a detective over there. You do things your way, and I'll do them mine. And you wonder why I refuse to share information with a traitor like you.
What do you mean traitor? It seems like they were helping one another right from the precedence.
No, they were helping each other during I think evidence of that, working together with the last statement.
Which would be what? This?
Miss Scone's.
What exactly?
I think Miss Scone had a statement that they were working, like she's just.
Except for the liar, which was salt.
No, hang on. Don't. Maybe press it first. And put,
Yeah.
Hold it! But why were they cooperating? Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Foss was an amateur confectioner at best. Neither of them stood a chance of making it through the contest alone. So, what was their endgame? Why cooperate only until the day before the finals?
I just realized that all of the people that made it into the finals, like, suck ass. Like, we have...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Like, we have a
That's
pharmacist,
the ulterior motive.
we have a sculptor, and we have someone who can make sweets but can't make them look nice.
Gusto claims to have ended the scheme. Allegedly, he wanted to win the final on his own merit. His one and only goal really was to be crowned the world's best confectioner, and his pride would not allow him to do so with the help of another.
Cheaters can only ever win hollow victories, I guess.
I was under the impression that their collaboration had only lasted through the semifinals, but I'm starting to think it might have lasted up through the final itself. Mr. Von Karma, I'd like to ask you some more about how long they will work together for, if you don't mind. If you must.
Frost was an amateur. The two cooperated until the day before the final, then decided to compete on their own.
Yeah, Miss Scone's statement there. I think that's what.
Right, because Scone said that, yeah.
Objection!
Their own merits? That's bullshit.
They weren't working together during the finals? I find that a little hard to believe. Miss Scone is on record as having described Mr. Frost's creations as scrumptious. And while he was certainly skilled, I doubt even he could have become a world-class confectioner overnight. It seems far more likely to me that he and Mr. Gusto were still cooperating during the finals. Objection! How many times must I explain this to you? Assertions require proof, and one person's entirely subjective statement is not proof of anything. Besides, even amateurs can occasionally make delicious food. Perhaps Frost was simply lucky. My wife, for example, is an amateur whose cooking put first-class chefs to shame. Of course, that's not an entirely subjective statement. Furthermore, you are ignoring another crucial part of the pharmacist's testimony, namely that she also described from Frost's work as having been unbearably salty. In other words, your evidence actually shows that Frost failed to produce the perfect confectionery. Ugh. No more objections, I take it. There must be some way I can prove that Gusto and Frost were still collaborating.
Mr. E, there's something that's been on my mind.
Yes, what is it, Eddie?
Mr. Frost's entry for the finals. Wouldn't it have taken a while to make?
I love how everyone is surprised that Von Karma made a wife guy comment. I'm gonna be so real with you. I think he's fucking lying.
What, he doesn't have a wife? Just Francisca popped out of nowhere?
I guess so. I guess he does have a wife.
If Mpreg exists in the Resident Evil universe, and this is another Capcom product, therefore...
I mean,
Did you say
Therefore-
Copcam?
this is true.
Shut up, I misspoke for like a sec. Capcom.
I mean, we also have that certain form of Trigon on the wife guy team, so very true.
I would imagine so.
Making flavored water, freezing it all, and then carving 2 whole sculptures? Could he really have done all that and helped Mr. Gusto with his work? If it was me, I'd have barely gotten as far as the setting the flavored water up to freeze part. I can't see how Mr. Frost could have pulled it off.
Perhaps there's some loyalty instinct in you after all, Eddie. Your ponderings certainly point to another possibility.
Huh?
And you ruined it. Eddie's right. Mr. Frost would have needed to freeze his own large block of flavored ice to create his art. And there wouldn't have been time to do that during the contest itself. So what must Mr. Frost have done in order to finish his flavored ice entry within the time limit? Make the ice the day before the final?
It had to be before the final. That would be the only time that makes sense.
He must have made the flavored ice the day before. Then all he would have had to do was sculpt it. What are you muttering about now? I was muttering? Oh, I apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized something, that's all. I realized that you're correct.
What? Mr. E?
I hope you know what you're doing. Oh, accepting defeat at last, are we? The only thing I'm accepting is that perhaps one of the things you said was true. They were helping one another right up until the day before the final. Just as you said, the day before the final really did mark the end of their collaboration.
Oh, this song.
Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto? Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Mr. Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return? Objection! I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead. Objection, perhaps not! I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us, so why don't you let us speak with him? Or do you still insist your interrogation was as thorough as you claim? How dare you call my methods into question? That's not my intention. I just don't understand why you would obstruct a perfectly valid line of inquiry. Give me one good reason as to why you're keeping Mr. Gusto from me. One good reason, certainly. The how and why of Frost and Gusto's collaboration have absolutely no bearing on this case. Objection! How can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, that could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Ooh.
Objection! Could it indeed?
Also the idea of
Then why did Gusto himself tell me all about it?
Ink!
Jesus Christ.
That is
What?
terrifying.
Also, the idea of Von Karma having sex is scary. No, it's not. Nuh-uh. Shut up. Can you imagine me having sex?
God.
Why did the man you seem so keen on accusing share the details of his collaboration with the prosecutor? Please tell me you have some proof to back up your preposterous suspicions this time. Mr. Gusto only acted suspiciously one time that we know of. And I imagine Mr. Von Karma is aware of exactly what that suspicious action was. Which means this is probably a trap. Well, cat got your tongue. But even if this is a trap, I can't back down now. Mr. Gusto snuck into Mr. Frost's room, and we still don't know why. The fact alone is reason enough to suspect him. If that's your only concern, then allow me to clear up. What? I need help, Asta. Pull up the history.
Rowan, that is the nastiest shit I have ever fucking read. Oh my god.
Just imagine the
Stop!
devious...
Insane.
If that's your
Hello,
only
Heidi.
concern,
Everybody, Heidi's
then
here.
allow... Hello, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
Yes, I know.
Heidi!
Yeah.
Good night. Heidi!
Hold on, I want my dog here. Because she's ignoring me.
Yes, come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Just imagine the deep...
Oh my god. I don't
Good
want to,
doggo.
thank you.
Here, hold on. Heidi, come here. Come here, baby.
Heidi!
Come here, come here.
Heidi,
Come here so I
baby.
can pet you while I voice act. Come here.
She's not coming.
Oh, what the
Girl,
fuck?
Come here. Come here. Oi. Gotcha. There you go. Hello, baby.
I'm sorry, I love my dog. Put the dog on the mic. I got you. Let me get her in my lap.
Come here, fat thing. Here, fat thing. Oi. Oi.
Can you hear her? No, you can't hear her. What a shame.
No,
She's being
Heidi.
very quiet right now.
Come on, Heidi.
Okay. Alright, I think... Are you
If you heard
breathing?
snorting, that was just me. Being like the whole dog sniffing. Where it's like, oh, you got anything to say, dog?
Nah, she wouldn't sniff the mic. She didn't care enough.
I knew it. It was a trap. I was saving this for the trial, but consider it a taste of things to come. Plus, I hate for the proceedings to drag on because of your needless interjections. Here, take a look at this.
Ah.
That's Gusto and Frost and their sons.
Gusto's son visited his father daily, up through the semifinal.
Gusto snuck. Gusto.
I mean, we're saying them both interchangeably. It's kind of whatever.
Gusto snuck into Frost's room in order to retrieve this photograph. But why? It seems their sons attend the same elementary school. Gusto was concerned the fact that Mr. Frost and his acquaintance might place him under suspicion. Undue suspicion. A concern that you have just proved was entirely well-founded. Gusto's actions make perfect sense, and you have given me no reason to believe otherwise. No!
I see Edgeworth gets it from his dad.
He's never going to let me talk to Mr. Gusto. Now, if you are quite done obstructing my investigation, I have
Obstructing
things to
yours?
be getting on with.
That smug, self-righteous jerk! I'll give him something to be getting on with! What do we do, Mr. E? Mr. Tangero's finished if we can't figure something out!
Things to be getting on with. I retreat to the void. What exactly could be those things be? He has a body, a murder weapon, and a suspect in custody. If the prosecution means to pursue Mr. Tangaroa, surely they have all they need. So why is Mr. Von Karma still investigating the scene of the crime?
Something on your mind, mystery?
We're missing something. Something important. Mr. Von Karma has everything he needs to proceed with the prosecution of Mr. Tangaroa, and yet he still doesn't seem entirely confident of his case. If he was, why refuse to share information with Detective Bad? Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. Guy's probably got a hand in that too.
Whoa.
In addition, we still haven't solved any of the mystery. What happened to the evidence that went missing? Take another look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. Missing? Huh. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they removed the blood all along with the body. Evidence that turned up not in Mr. Tangaroa's room, but in a most unusual place. It's a match. The blood in the fountain is Frost's. Frost. So, there were no traces of Mr. Frost's blood left in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Yet we found some in the fountain instead. Why?
Alright, I guess we're logicking. Slay.
Nice.
Mr. Frost's blood went missing from the crime scene, but traces of it showed up in the fountain. Why go to the trouble of removing the fountain from the scene after the body had been discovered? And why only the blood? Surely the body would have been seen in this way? Wait, could someone have moved the body aside to get to the blood? Imagine if it just rejected it.
No, literally, I was
You're like, nope, you can't logic this.
I was like,
So the body might have been moved aside, or even removed from the scene of the crime entirely. After all, as far as we know, there's still no autopsy report. We've learned plenty about the murder weapon and the suspect, but very little about the body itself. Our assumption thus far has been that the body had been recovered by the forensics team. But what if that assumption is false? What if Mr. Von Karma wouldn't show Detective Bad the autopsy report out of something other than spite? What if we've been thinking about this the wrong way around all along? The question isn't, why did Mr. Von Karma hold back information about the body? It's, did Mr. Von Karma even have any information about the body in the first place? How do things look from this angle? Perhaps the body hadn't been removed by police in order to carry out the autopsy. Perhaps it had already been removed and hidden away by the culprit before their arrival.
Mystery?
We've both heard the rumors about Mr. Von Karma's questionable methods.
What happened to the
Fabricated
lights?
witness statements, shady deals, forged evidence even.
Sure, everybody's heard of that stuff, but what's that got to do with us right now?
I would never judge a person on the basis of rumors alone. Even Mr. Von Karma, I've tried my best not to let my preconceptions color our interactions with him. Nonetheless, it appears he may indeed be willing to twist the truth to his own ends.
Twist the truth? You mean he's been playing dirty?
I fear he might have been, and still is. And I'm not about to let him get away with it.
What a little shit! Like littler than me!
I'm returning to the prosecutor's office. Don't breathe. Oh, shit.
I was about to say.
My apologies. I'm returning to the prosecutor's office. Don't breathe a word about anything to that infernal attorney. Fuck you for stealing my line, Gregory.
Yes, sir. What the fuck was that?
Hold it!
Oh, damn.
Yes, what is it now? I have a few questions, Mr. Von Karma, about a certain fact you've been keeping from us. Really? You mean to call the methods of an official sanctioned investigation into question yet again? I'm warning you. If you obstruct the police in their work any further, there will be consequences.
Objection!
Objection! It's not the police I have an issue with, Mr. Von Karma. It's you! What? Isn't it on the prosecution to work out who the real culprit of a crime is? What foolishness is this? I have no intention of debating what the... Sorry, indigestion.
Oh dear.
It's so real.
I haven't... My stomach's growling, sorry.
Have you eaten?
No. I've had no intention. Hey.
That
Where'd
hey
my
was
text
so
go?
innocent. Well, guess we're not progressing.
Eat.
No, I think we might be near the end, like of this part. Should we
Yeah,
check?
maybe we get to the end of this part, because also I'm gonna go like sit down and go to bed.
I also want to eat. I didn't get dinner either.
Okay, so you can't talk.
Whoops.
She's probably had something to eat today, though.
Whoops. Fuck you mean whoops?
I have no intention of debating what the prosecution's role is or is not with the likes of you. But let me make one thing clear. My job is to identify suspects and ensure that every last one of them is convicted at all costs. Believe me when I say I leave absolutely no room for doubt when I present my perfect, unassailable cases. Objection! And how far would you go for your perfect cases? Would you create facts out of the whole cloth, perhaps? Ha! And I thought you had outdone yourself already. But now you intend to accuse me of fabricating evidence. I do. Because it is why you've done nothing but hinder Detective Bad from doing his job at every turn. What are you talking about? You didn't shut him out of the investigation because you wanted to keep an eye on us. You did it to stop him from finding out you don't have the body. What?
He doesn't have the body?
Objection! Ridiculous! You're clutching at straws. I will tolerate no more of your preposterous slander. Then allow us to examine it. Prove me wrong if you can. I'm afraid that you'll have to try a little harder than that. I'm under no obligation whatsoever to prove your baseless accusations one way or another. Objection! As you must have seen for yourself, a piece of bloody chocolate is missing from the scene of the crime. Why did it disappear? And where did it go?
Welcome to Miguel.
What does it matter? Some blood went missing from the chest where the body was found. So what? So what indeed? That's precisely my question. If the body was still at the scene of when the police got here, removing the blood would accomplish nothing. However, let us suppose for a moment that the body was not. If someone had wanted to erase any trace of what had happened in that room, then it all makes sense. Perfect sense! Objection! What is this petty obsession with bloodstain? But since it's so important to you, why don't you tell me where you believe it went? Of course. After all, evidence is everything, as you never tire of telling us. I believe this should back up my theory quite nicely. What evidence do I have to show where the blood from Mr. Tangaroa's room went?
It's in the fountain.
The fountain blood. The blood in the fountain.
I'm trying to remember where that is. Here it is.
Take that!
Damn,
Take that!
fucking adjust the code. That's
Traces
so
of the
badass.
victim's blood were found in the fountain,
Gregory's awesome. I love him.
along with traces of chocolate from Mr. Tangaroa's room. I believe the missing piece of the bloodstain's chocolate was dumped into the stream that flows into the fountain, which strongly points towards one certain fact. Someone purposely disposed of the body after the body had been removed from the chest. Mr. Von Karma, where did you find the body? You didn't find it, did you? Answer me! Where did you get your hands on that kind of evidence? You have neither the authority nor the means to carry out that kind of analysis on the fountain. No, but I do. Curse you, Bad! You've been a thorn in my side from the moment you were assigned! Well, no longer. As for now, you are officially off the case. I was barely on it in the first place. Mr. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. Will you admit it? Will you confirm that no body was ever recovered? It's really quite the claim, you know. And one for which you'll never find any proof for, I'm afraid. What must I do to get an answer out of him? Now, if you don't mind, I have given you quite enough of my precious time already. I look forward to destroying you in court, Gregory Edgeworth. Your precious logic and theories won't save you then. Nothing will.
He's gone.
Mark my words, Mr. Von Karma. Your methods will be your undoing. No matter how you try to hide the truth, I'll bring it all out to light in the end.
Makes me want to go back and watch Phoenix corner him. No, literally. Like, I kind of want to rewatch, like the end of Case 4.
I recently rewatched the entirety of Case 4. Skimmed through Case 1 and 2, skipped Case 3 of first game.
Real.
But holy shit, the development to that is like, it's so satisfying. It's so satisfying.
And don't forget, everybody, almost Christmas.
West Virginia.
Man,
Sorry.
fuck you.
You know what happens on Christmas?
You know what? Almost Christmas means darling, what the hell? You're leaving me hanging.
No, I forget
Means
the fucking line.
It wasn't Christmas.
Oh, that's what you wanted me to say.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you,
sorry.
JJ. You get me.
Now I'm I may like Ace Attorney, but I'm not like a mega fan.
Sorry, I'm a mega fan. I've played all of the games. I've
Yeah,
consumed
no, you
all
made
of
that abundantly clear.
Wow.
Don't worry.
Played all of the games, buy the merchandise, wear the merchandise.
Yeah. I went to a Halloween party yesterday and people were like, "What the fuck are you wearing?" Because I was wearing the passed out Miles shirt, and everyone was like, "What the fuck are you wearing? Is that Miles fucking Edgeworth?"
I saw a Sans.
Oh yes, there was a Sans. There was a job application. Like costumes for the party.
Oh yeah.
There was a Moist Critical. I have so many. Like I took so many pictures. There was a Pepino from Pizza Tower. There were a couple people from there was a fidget spinner. There were a couple people from Plants vs Zombies. Anyway.
Okay. No, I didn't read that Vine!
I'm sorry!
You didn't read the Vine? Do it for the Vine.
Forgive me, Detective. I didn't mean to put you in a difficult position. Don't sweat it. It was always gonna end this way. Honestly, nobody's ever sidelined me the way he did before. First time for everything, huh? You know, I think you might be right about the body being missing. I am, and I'll prove it in court. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. Since, you know, I'm off the case now. That's very kind. And I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you, Detective Bad. But there is one more thing.
Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, let me in on the secrets.
All right, Eddie. The detective and I were just arranging a little insurance for the trial. I think we've had enough to see Mr. Tangaroa acquitted. But I'd prefer to have an ace in the hole just in case.
And what is it?
You'll find out in the courtroom.
Wait, what? You're letting me join you?
Of course I am. You are my assistant after all.
I'll be more than that by next year. I'll be a full-fledged attorney, you know? We can take on Mr. Von Karma together.
Indeed. Though I'm hoping we'll have him freed by Mr. Tangroa by then. But if we're up against Mr. Von Karma, I guess we can't rule out the possibility that this might take some time.
Right? But we'll do everything we can in the meantime. I know you can beat Mr. Von Karma, Mr. E. I believe in you. If there was ever anyone to beat him.
We can't allow Mr. Tangroa to remain in prison for a crime he didn't commit. And we won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies if it's the last thing I do! Wait, why is everything getting so dark? No, why am I
Why are
going
you gray? Why?
And that's to be continued.
How are we feeling, y'all?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, I need a break.
Both of you. Go eat. Go eat. Eat something. Both of
It's
you,
like cooking.
motherfuckers, go eat.
What's that? That's like a snap.
Oh, it's a fake
it's my
gun.
soda can.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, wait. Let me just show you. So it. There you go, soda can.
Okay. Slurp.
Alright, all three of us are gonna take a break. I'll put on some music for the
My
chat.
voice is a little bit hoarse now, even though I had the...
Yeah, your ass is just like fucking bouncing back and forth between Von Karma and
I mean,
Edgeworth.
it should be better now because you don't have anything. I mean, you won't have any major roles from here on out.
Miles! Miles, it's me, your father! I'm trapped in the past! You need to free me!
Papa? Is that you? What?
The voice acting of Gregory reminds me of Kratos, but Kratos is more happy IDK.
Thanks for the marvelous Judge v. Judge session.
True.
Alright, so.
Alright, I'm going to the restroom. And also probably gonna go grab myself like a snack.
Alright,
So I will be back.
Alright, stargazers, see you back in a moment.
Wow.
see y'all in a bit.
That was so
have
like
some music,
YouTuber.
talk about literally whatever you want. Have fun.
Okay, guys. In the downtime, while we are away, I ask that you guys, put your favorite song in chat. Put your favorite just song, or like a song that you're enjoying right now, or a new one that you listen to, one that you think is very, very good. Because the one that I'll start with mine. One song that I've been listening to a lot is "Keep in Mind" by Jaws. Very, very good song. Yeah. You may discuss amongst yourselves the equivocal musical taste of others. I'm gonna go to the restroom, and I'll be back in a little bit, as with everyone else. See you guys.
I guess everyone's gone. Oh geez, it's SIF content now. Oh, I didn't prepare for this. I'm not really a solo act, or really an act in general, but yeah, this music's not really helping either. It's very intense. It's like I'm thinking right now. What do I think of Wemby? I think he's very rusty. I think he's definitely shown needs a few games to get back into it. I thought he played really well tonight. So. But yeah, I'll see in December how he's doing. I'm not in the camp that thinks that Batman is basically can do anything. So like it can fight anyone. I think that's what makes him interesting, is that there are people that he wouldn't be able to defeat. You know, I don't know what the obsession is with having a superhero who can defeat anyone. It's like, no, what makes them incredible is that the odds are stacked against them. So I would go Goku even without prep time. Now with lima beans, I'm not so sure. So I watched my first stream with the two of them. It was the Mamiya stream. The 1 year anniversary was last month. I think it was like October 6th or something like that. But no, actually, I didn't really know them. I was just, a person in chat, like y'all, until around January, when I was asked to join the mod team. And I said, sure, on a temporary basis. And I meant like a month, and that was 11 months ago. So I guess I haven't really felt a particular need to pop back out. So. Yeah, I was the first one to join, who wasn't... Well, Assyria was the first mod. Just, that makes sense. They have significant experience. So I was the first to join outside of that group, and then in that time I've onboarded Seni, Yuri, and Judge.
Boo.
Yeah, we definitely get along very well. Well, it's really easy to get along. I don't know, did I just hear someone on the other end?
Yes.
Oh, speaking of which, Judge. I don't know if I mentioned this to chat, but I'm sure I mentioned it to you that like when I saw you were in the mod applications, I was very excited. There was many uppercase message I left where I'm just like, fuck yeah, Judge wants to be a mod. So I was very excited. Judge and I get along too. At least that's my perspective on it. I don't know, Judge. I am not Latin American.
Ditto.
Pretty sure Judge is not either. Are you Latin Australian?
No.
No.
Australia derives from Latin, though.
Doesn't make sense. I actually don't know much about the history of Australia. I just know that you declared war on a bunch of emos and lost.
That was Western Australia. In
Okay.
particular.
Fair enough. I don't claim Central America, so it's fair. But at any rate, Ink, we really do appreciate you agreeing to be a deputy. It really helps out a lot. Yeah, Rowan, you know Judge, so.
Yes, I've known Rowan since I think the end of last year.
Oh. Yeah, time flies.
But Australia's name derives from, I think, when it was discovered. It was called Terra Australis Incognita, which is translates to unknown southern land. So Australia is southern land.
All right, everyone's back.
Hi.
Interesting
What
fact.
the hell? We're all back? I thought we were gonna be waiting for a while.
I was
I mean,
was-
I
I
can
was-
still
I was-
dip in and out. I've had some snacks, but
I'm
nothing,
eating right now.
fully, I haven't got anything super filling.
I wanted to keep the flame alight while the three of you were stepped away. So,
Flame of light.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sif.
yep. And I've done that.
I checked
I'll take
chat.
this up.
I saw a judge throw a law book at someone 50 feet away and give them a concussion.
Well, Judge was trying to figure out if a particular lawyer was actually blind or just pretending to be blind.
Who? Stevie Wonder?
So he threw the book at them.
Oh my god.
It was the ultimate way to check.
Turns out they weren't. But it still hit them.
How unfortunate.
Yeah. I feel like you'd probably get tackled by the bailiff if you threw a book at somebody.
Pretty sure.
Don't knock it till you
pretty
try it.
That warrants battery.
No, that is battery.
Now, have you seen that one video that that was like talking about how they were like, I think Stevie Wonder can see, and they were like, why do you think that? And she was like, well, he takes pictures.
That is true, yeah.
And I've been thinking
That's a
about
good
that ever
point.
since.
Wait, what was the? Yeah, that
I
one
never
TikTok?
thought about that. Yeah. What's up?
No, that one TikTok. I think that was the one that we're.
Oh, then it must be
talking
true.
about. Yeah, cause okay, shut the fuck up. No, that one, that one TikTok where it's like, what's your like very harmless conspiracy theory that like does not matter at all?
I'll see ink.
Yeah, and it was that someone said like, oh hey, I think that Stevie Wonder is like blind, but like not fully. They're like
Or
a
no,
little bit blind.
I remember what it was. It was
Educate us, please.
No, this person was saying, I think all black people should be allowed to have one conspiracy theory that they believe in. And they were like, I think Stevie Wonder could see.
Okay, that kind of goes hard.
Which was just one of
You
those.
can't prove it. Yeah, you can't prove it.
The evidence
True.
that she cited was that he's taken pictures sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That has a real why do blind people wear clothes quality to it. But, I feel like, yeah, I mean, you should be allowed to watch or believe conspiracy theories. I feel like it's not illegal. It's just not advised. Although, I feel like the majority of people believe in one and not realize it, maybe.
So, question.
Yeah,
What food are you guys eating right now?
nothing.
Cool.
No, I've ate what I've had.
And you're really like
Judge is eating
chomping down.
snackaroos. Yeah.
Snackarooskies? Ayo.
Yeah. What are you eating, Esther?
Snackaroosters.
I'm eating cinnamon Chex cereal.
Yeah, I'm having like
Nice.
lunch or something.
Cinnamon
whatever.
ch-
Oh, I could really go for cereal right now.
I'm eating cereal.
I know cereal's processed food or whatever, but I swear by it.
So, how long left would you guys like to go? I've got probably about an hour left before like people start coming home.
An hour?
Do we have time to finish another part?
Mm.
I mean, all of them have been kind of short.
Aster, do the checking thing.
I'm eating. Okay, hold on.
We don't have much time.
Just use your brain. Thank you.
It's been like
That's why I wear
5 years.
headphones. Who's that guy from Smash Brothers who like has like the sword that can like slow down time and stuff like that, and he just yells like a vision.
I need that,
Just do that.
honestly. Hey, yeah.
Who goes
Is
there?
that serious?
Why so
Why
serious?
so serious?
Why so serious?
Yeah. Oh, serious typing.
Hi, here to mod.
Yeah.
Please let that joke die. Okay, sorry.
All right,
All
sorry.
right. All right.
I have no idea when the next to be continued is, because it's so hard to tell.
Can't you just look up a walkthrough?
I mean, I
Just
guess.
see how much
but,
stuff is there?
But do the walkthroughs say?
I mean, it probably just gives you like a step-by-step guide. The one that I read for chapter 3 of the first game was like an actual like step-by-step like everything. It gave a plot synopsis.
Oh,
It gave
I found
exactly
one.
what you were supposed to
I
do.
don't want
when.
to. I haven't looked at it yet, but I
Here,
found one.
just send me the link.
Yeah, go send it. Go send it. Go
It's
send
in,
it.
It's in the mod VC. I got to the part. I was like reading where we're up to. And
The whole strategy wiki. I've been missing out.
Strategy wiki.
Alright, so
Ren, go.
God,
If you
this is
listen
like
to-
the old graphics and shit too.
Yeah, if you listen to the Discord stream and the Twitch stream and the YouTube stream at the same time, this song sounds insane.
Well, you're hearing us as well speak. So how do you cope?
There's.
I don't.
What if I like layer the echo like immensely?
It looks like there's. It looks like there's quite a bit, honestly.
Oh shit.
It's like, yeah, you need to investigate this, talk to somebody, examine, logic,
No spoilers.
logic.
So this might be like a
Talk,
one last
examine.
hurrah.
Talk, logic. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it in an hour, especially since we fuck around so much. I mean, we could try, and if
We can make like a little bit of progress.
Yeah. All right. So let me finish.
But like maybe there's like an investigation that we can finish, and it'll be like investigation complete, and it's like okay, we're done. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at any rate, I wish you the best of luck with that.
Thank you, Sif.
Mhm.
We appreciate you helping to fill the silence.
Yep.
Again, if you would like
That's
to
what I
stick
do.
around, you are welcome.
I might hop back in. Appreciate the offer.
Wahoo!
But until then,
See you later.
Bro.
Thank
Already
God you
left.
didn't hear that. Poor
You probably
guy.
heard that on the
So
stream.
You can still hear it on the stream.
Poor guy, so mean.
I didn't.
Yeah,
mean
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
All right, back to the game.
I didn't mean it.
Da da da.
No, you know what the nice thing would be though? You know what I just
What?
considered?
What's that?
If we stop here, we can certainly finish this case next stream.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It might
Ooh,
be
so we stop
just-
here?
We could stop here.
Like it says end part 1, and I think there's like
And there's
3
2
end
parts.
So I guess, yeah, 3 it says.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there's 3?
Yeah, sure. So then we do like
Yeah.
3 per stream.
Wait, there's 3?
No.
Yeah, 'cause we did
it
3
says
in the
end
first
part
stream.
1, and it says beginning
Oh,
part
there's
1.
there's an
beginning
end part
two,
3.
Middle.
Is there an end part 4?
Is
No.
there? I thought there
No,
was
there's
middle
not
one
an end
has
part
4
4.
parts.
Okay, so there's 3 end parts. All right, let's finish the first one if we can.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
6 leggy out, so real.
Whew, I'm back. And that's pretty much how things went down. Those are the facts of the IS-7 as far as I'm concerned.
I'm finally. Welcome back to the
Speaking
present,
again.
Miles. Learn how to speak. I'm finally learning the truth about my father's last case.
So, what happened at the trial?
Well, we lost. Von Karma did a real number on us.
Really? You couldn't prove that Mr. Tangerol was innocent?
Oh well. We could prove it, all right. Had a decent little pile of evidence in our favor. Problem was, we underestimated Von Karma. He fought even dirtier than we feared.
I can imagine. Secure conviction at all costs. That was his guiding principle.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Anywho, the trial dragged on and on. Whole thing took about a year in the end. I'll never forget the day the verdict came down. December 28th that following year. It's April now, so ooh mama! We're talking over 17 years ago. Time sure flies, huh?
December 28th. I was there that day 17 years ago, sitting in the courtroom gallery.
Just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Samson was looking even worse than usual. Turns out the poor guy finally reached his limit. It was so bad. Even said he wanted to be found guilty.
Wait, you mean they forced a confession out of him?
Yep. Von Karma got what he'd been pushing for from the very beginning. And when Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being no body to speak of, he learned that Von Karma had used the power of the police to head him off at the pass. Even had himself a fake autopsy report, but that wasn't the end of it. Von Karma had gotten Samson to falsely testify against himself to being an accessory to murder in court. Combined with his confession, the poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. But Gregory still had an ace in the hole, though. The same
ace he asked Detective Bad to help him with?
Exactamundo. He knew he needed one last card to play if they squeezed a confession out of Samson. So he had Bad record all of Samson's interrogations.
I guess Detective Bad...
I'm so sorry, everyone. I am...
It's okay.
How are you in our minds like this?
I guess
I don't
Detective
know.
Bad...
When did
really
it get
wanted
so
to know the
dark in
truth,
here?
too.
What the hell is going on?
Say that again, Kay. Sorry.
Damn,
I
I
cut
got
you
cut
off.
off.
My mistake.
Damn. I guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth too, huh?
We all did. But he was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took it from him. He was tied up in some big case too. Good old Bad. They don't make him like that anymore. Anyway, Gregory presented the recordings as proof that Samson's confession was coerced. And you know what? It almost worked. A cop named Ian Seidman got fired. Samson's interrogator and the initial detective before Bad, he took the fall for pretty much the whole thing. But Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by the chief prosecutor. For the one... Oh. Van!
Yeah, no, honestly, no. For the one and only time in his 40-year career.
Still, Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. So, when that guilty verdict came down, it didn't just signal the end of the day, but of the whole sad affair.
I don't remember a lot myself, but my father's face when they declared Mr. Tangaroa guilty. I was a young child at the time, but even I could tell how much he was hurting inside.
It is really surprising that Yatagarasu didn't make an appearance in this case. Well, was it formed by this point?
I forget
I
exactly.
was wondering that, because, like, Bad was walking around.
I forget the exact timeline of when the Yatagarasu formed, but also it's worth mentioning that, like, the whole Gregory thing, like, thinking about this not from an in-universe standpoint, but from a writing standpoint, all of the stuff written for investigations came out way after all of the stuff with Manfred was decided. So basically all of the stuff that they're talking about here, about like losing that child, getting disciplined, all of that was decided years in advance before this game came out. Like, this game came out in 2011. All of the stuff that we're talking about here was decided in 2001. So it makes sense from a writing standpoint, I guess.
Yeah.
Because they can't retcon it.
Yeah. Gregory wanted to appeal the ruling, of course. He would have done anything to clear Samson's name. But then, well, you know what happened next. Poor guy. Never got a chance. I should have left with him that day. I'll always blame myself for not doing that. But I shoved that aside and obsessed over something else instead. Or rather, someone else. I hated what you did. Hated you for choosing to stick with Von Karma. I hope you can forgive me.
No. You had every right to hate me. I went on to become a prosecutor as planned, and that's when Mr. Von Karma showed me this case file. According to these records, Mr. Tangaroa was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder.
Nope, that's not right. Samson was convicted as an accessory to murder.
Strange. The file clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved.
Mind if I take a peek at those? This file's been doctored. The part about the verdict, it's been changed. Hey, there's a dead body right there! We were talking this entire time in this flashback.
Nobody cares right now, Gumshoe!
Here, feast your peepers on this.
Oh, don't talk about peepers.
By the way, have you seen Angels of Death by...
Oh yeah, we played that. You should go watch it.
Should go
Samson
watch it.
Tangaroa, organizer of confectionery contest. Victim's body was found inside one of his creations, leading to his arrest. While in detention, Tangaroa discovered that he had a taste disorder, which was subsequently cured via medication. Verdict: convicted as an accomplice based on his confession.
Odd. So, convicted as an accomplice.
That's a copy of the file they have on record at the courthouse.
Then why is my copy so different?
Well, you said it came from Von Karma, yeah? My guess is he didn't want Gregory's son thinking that there was a murderer out there still at large. Didn't want you looking into it again before the statute of limitations was up.
So everything I believed about the case was a lie?
Like they say, we all gotta start somewhere. What's important is you know what's what now. That statute of limitations
it's a
may have run
typo.
out. God damn. Okay.
Few typos in this in AI too, I'm noticing.
I'll read it as is. That's gonna be funny. The statute of limitations may have run out, but the truth's still out there, you know.
I mean, there were a couple of typos in the first one too, but there's more in this one. Which, I mean, makes sense, considering they had
You live your ligic.
years and
and
years to review the first one.
Evidence. I inherited Samson's case when your old man passed. Prosecution handed it off to somebody else, too. The great Von Karma wasn't going to bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, the killer was never found, and Samson was found guilty instead.
That's terrible! Is there really nothing we could do to help him?
Not without the real perp, I'm afraid. Until then, his confession stands. Speaking of which, I didn't find out until after the verdict had been handed down, but Von Karma had threatened Samson and made him a deal. Told him if he didn't confess, he'd make sure Judy was convicted instead.
How could he?
Okay, it's not Judy. It's probably gonna be like what's his name?
Gusto?
Gusto?
Yeah.
Gusto. I'm Gustavo Fring, but you can call me Sus. Samson knew there was no way Judy could have done it, of course, but he wasn't gonna take any chances. So he did what he was told and confessed to keep her safe.
It's so sad.
Now, riddle me this, Mousy boy. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in the prison the day Bronco Knight died?
Oh, that's right.
You were there to see Mr. Tangaroa.
Bingo. Judy and I both promised we'd visit him every day. I didn't quite keep that promise. But Judy did. She never missed one visit in all these years. Come rain or shine, she always showed up. But none of that changes the fact that Samson is still being unduly punished day after day.
How heartbreaking. We've got to do something, Mr. Fender.
Not my problem. Well, kiddo, that's actually why we came here. The ice sculptors are back on display just like they were all those years ago. And we're gonna see what we can find out, right, Mazzarino?
I'm a prosecutor, Fender. I don't look at these things in the same way as you or my father.
Miles.
But that doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth, I want to know the truth behind both of these cases. And I'm not leaving until I do.
You really are old Gregory's son, through and through. All right then. Now that that's sorted, we can really get to work. Good thing I brought the IS-7 case file and evidence with me today, huh? Here, documents first. Who doesn't love paperwork, am I right? The parts in red ink are my annotations. Susving, respectable CEO of world-renowned restaurant chain Los Peepers Hermanos.
What are you talking about?
I'm a fan of
Breaking
this.
Bad reference.
Oh.
You have
Did you
not
have
seen
the-
Breaking Bad.
Nope. Expired 3 years
pity.
ago. No detailed autopsy report due to the body going missing?
Judge's VA is so good. I like that. Thank you. I
It's
think he
so
has a pretty
good.
Judge VA.
Judge VA, literally.
Yo, I also really like Judge's VA.
No,
I wonder who
literally.
voice acts Judge.
Who voice acts Judge? That's crazy.
And there's some evidence for you. Enjoy! There's quite a few, so I'd take a minute to scope them out if I were you.
Small mountain of evidence from the IS-7 incident received from Fender. It's not here yet.
Thanks, I guess.
Yes, I see. I'll take a look at them in a bit.
I'll take a look at them now. Oh my god. Our whole evidence page just changed.
Jesus Christ.
You know, our current case is just full of loose steps too, come to think of it.
Indeed. The key players of that incident 18 years ago, who just happened to get caught up in another incident.
It's pretty sus.
The ice sculptures in the Winter Wing that are perfect replicas of the ones from 18 years ago.
Better Saul call.
The poison gas attack in the autumn... Shut up. The poison gas attack in the Autumn Wing, which has been disguised to look like the Winter Wing. The two chemicals that were found inside the Pisces statue's display case, ubiquium and asphyxion, that form a poisonous gas when mixed together.
You're all good, Bun Bun. Welcome home.
The victim of the gas attack, Carmelo Gusto, who was no stranger to the events of 18 years ago, and who is still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to the body floating face down in the fountain.
Was his body there all this time?
And the fact
That would
the
be
ice
so
sculptures have
fucking
melted.
funny if it was.
God, that would be insane. I would
No one
love
just
wait,
that.
but it totally could be. Because, like, ice and shit. They could have preserved that shit cryogenically, you know?
Wait, that is Frost?
I can't believe that
Okay.
your argument at first was ice and shit.
No, listen. So, hold on.
Yo, Mr. White, ice and shit.
So,
man.
this is
yes,
already-
science.
Yes, science!
So this is Artie Frost. We have the...
He has brown hair though.
Yeah, so does the person in the water.
Now jump in the water.
I don't know. It's gonna smell though. You know what people do when they die?
I mean,
What?
yes, but I mean, yeah, it'll smell. But if you put it in ice, it won't smell.
Why do you know that?
I
I
took
know
forensics.
in Zero G. I know Zero G it won't smell. Like your sense of smell is lost in zero gravity.
Yeah, so I
And the
feel like
fact that the ice sculptures have melted, just as they did all those years ago. The events of the present day would appear to be intimately linked with the events of the past, which means they may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago.
Sounds good to me. Let's get investigating.
Oh Christ, what are you doing here?
Oh, no, you don't. Aren't you forgetting somebody?
Yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
I could have sworn this is my investigation.
Eustace is quite right. I do hope you aren't intending to obstruct him in his duties, Mr. Edgeworth. I would hate to have to add a guilty to my report to the committee.
What am I guilty of now? Of course not. I am simply offering once again to do what I can to help with this investigation.
Oh, this guy. Bun really said. Where is it? This one. Your offer is duly noted and duly declined.
Oof, she isn't pulling any punches.
The identity of the body from the fountain is currently being ascertained. It is only a matter of time until we have all the information we need.
What if he was alive?
Perhaps I can help you speed that process along.
Sif is back.
Hi, Sif. I think I have an idea of who our mystery victim might be.
What? Really? Then you have to tell me. It's the law.
Very well. Maybe it isn't
Wait, what's
just
this?
the ice sculptures that have resurfaced after 18 years. The body in the fountain may also be a visitor from the past.
Wait, what's this jump scare sound effect? Is that when I was Gumshoe?
Yeah, that's when you went.
Yeah, okay.
I think
yeah.
you were saying something, but it only caught that. Actually, I have a
No,
clip
no,
of
it was because Gumshoe was like staring at someone's face, and so I just like he walked up to someone, went right in the face, and I was like thinking, oh, would it be funny if he goes, "Ooh."
and it was funny.
That is very
It
much
is
not
pretty
the
funny.
law. Yeah, don't worry
is
about it.
very
He's
funny.
stupid.
What?
It's not the law.
I believe
but
the
it's-
body in the fountain is that of the man who was murdered here 18 years ago. Mr. Artie Frost.
What? You're saying that was poor Chillywinks?
I just realized we're back in the present, so... Wait. Who the heck is Chillywinks? Or Artie? Or whoever it is you're talking about? Artie Frost was a famous sculptor, Eustace. Although he was better known as Paul Halik. The sculptures on display here are all his works. No way. Sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to encounter a fellow winner. Mr. Frost was also the victim in the IS-7 incident.
Judge Cavell knows about the IS-7 incident.
Mr. Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident is an 18-year-old case. And according to police records, the victim's body was recovered and an autopsy duly carried out.
Sure, that's what the records say, but the records can't always be trusted.
What are you insinuating?
That while the records say stuff like body totally recovered, the defense back then begged to differ. Not that it stopped the prosecution from shutting them down hard, of course. Don't hit me with that, please.
Call me.
Yeah, this is winner. What? Really?
What is it, Eustace?
The body. We've got an ID. Some sculptor called Frost or something? So, I guess Edgeworth called it.
Goddess of Justice!
So my father's deductions were right all along. Well, Judge Cavell, I'd say this changes things, wouldn't you? Perhaps now you'll admit that I might be of use to this case. More than a certain junior prosecutor, anyway.
No fair! You're trying to steal the win!
I'm doing no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. And if we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here, we'll need to work together.
We do not need to do anything, and you do not need to know the truth. This case is none of your concern.
Whoa there, Judge G. I think you might be wrong about that.
Another of your interruptions, Mr. Fender.
Yep, see, I was on the defense team for the IS-7, so this case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing. The prosecutor at the time may have brushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your eyes. Or to put it a little more bluntly, the prosecution's case was rotten from the ground up. When there's been a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution, it's the committee's job to fix it, no? And who better to help you unpick the mess than someone who was there at the time? Unless you have an ulterior motive.
Judge Cavell seems to know the facts of the IS-7 incident in some detail. In which case, I suspect she must be here on the committee's behalf.
Your connection to the case is noted, Mr. Fender, but I fail to see how it concerns Mr. Edgeworth.
He's the son of the original defense attorney, and the protege of the case's lead prosecutor. And if that's not enough for you, he was at the trial too. I think it's just possible he might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you?
Very well. You may both assist in the investigation, but only if you refrain from interfering with the work of others. The Winter Wing is off limits for now. This room, however, is all yours.
Alrighty, great to hear. We're on the same wavelength, G. Why don't we bring it in to show we're all on the side of justice?
Fuck off, Mr. Fender. Your permission to
She can
investigate.
say that?
Your permission to investigate can be revoked at any time.
Duly noted, Your Honor.
This is a turn up for the books, huh, Milesy? We get to do our thing after all.
Thanks to your immeasurable help as always.
No sweat. Besides, I was mostly doing it for me.
I'm glad you think I'm funny, Bun Bun.
Okay, I'll be investigating my own thing, so just holler if you find something interesting.
I will. Well, Kay? shall we?
Heck yeah! Let the investigation commence!
We're still unclear on two key facts. How Mr. Frost's body came to be where we found it, and the source of the ubiquium.
You're right. We need some more intel.
Indeed. Let's focus on the ubiquium first and foremost.
It's used in stuff like dish soap and paint, right?
Correct. It's also bright red in color and has a distinctive minty fragrance.
Okay, sounds like we know what we're looking for.
I
Man,
missed
so
you
weird that
so
can only-
much.
We're limited to just the fountain room, I guess.
Yeah.
Ran out of assets, huh?
Yeah.
There's some kind of connection between our case and the IS-7 incident, isn't there, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's still too early to say for sure, but I find it hard to believe there's no connection at all.
And IS-7 was your dad's case, right? So this can't be a coincidence. It's gotta be fate. The truth is ours for the taking. So let's go grab it and solve both cases at once.
I appreciate the sentiment. I think our first order of business should be to find out where the ubiquium came from.
Gotcha! The red liquid with a minty smell. Let's ask around and see if anybody has any clues to offer.
I missed you so much. I just realized how pathetic his run is.
I'm really tiring myself out. Remember when I called it a corset last time? Instead of my cravat?
Good.
Good times.
Hey, Edgy! Get out of the way, will ya?
What are you talking about, Larry?
I'm trying to sketch the lovely Verity. And I just know it's gonna be a masterpiece, so quit getting in the way!
Oh, nice! How far'd you get?
I just mapped out my composition, so I'm ready to go to work.
Then surely it's a little early to be declaring it a masterpiece?
That's our Larice!
Our? Oh god, are we claiming him? Oh god.
I love his sprite.
From the color and aroma, I'd say this is a puddle of spilt tea.
And look, there's a small chunk of ceramic in it.
PH.
I guess somebody must have broke something.
Peter Griffin? Sorry, I didn't read that. Fuck. I was too
It's
busy
okay.
making a Peter Griffin joke.
Man, fuck you.
Truly,
honestly.
I know, I fucked up.
I do remember that joke where he has to like, oh, what's your name? And he's trying to find out a fake name, and then like, you know, a griffin flies into the room and stuff.
P. Tier Griffin. Doesn't really require that a visual component, I'm
Yeah.
realizing.
Miss Bound's tea set is laid out neatly on the serving cart.
The pamphlet says the gallery is famous for its tea.
Understandably so. The cup we were given was delicious.
Looks like all this stuff was designed by Mr. Frost.
Interesting. In that case, I think we'd better take a closer look.
I must scour the scene.
All the nooks and crannies.
Scour the scene. You're catching on. So this dishware was made by Artie Frost.
It looks very fancy.
Oh, it is. I'm willing to bet that this set can fetch something in the thousands of dollars. So let's try not to touch any of it unless we absolutely have to.
Whoa, this stuff's really worth that much?
Stop it, Kay. I can see your eyes lighting up. Miss Bound must really be a fan of Mr. Frost like Fender said to still have this.
Oh,
Hey, Edgy!
What is it?
You be careful with that teapot, you hear?
Why is Larry so concerned all of a sudden?
wife, 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 wife,
Wife, wife, wife,
wife, wife, wife.
Oh my god, he's still saying it.
Honored guests.
Oh no, she's hot.
God, she's gorgeous. I can pour you a cup if you'd like. I mean, yeah, she's 34 now.
Miss Bound.
Ladies and gentlemen, my wife.
It's Judy! I'm good, thanks. No tea for me. You two knock yourselves out.
Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? A quick break won't hurt.
2 cups coming right up.
Wow, this smells great! Wow, it tastes even better than it smells. What type of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
This is clearly based and red-pilled. It's... Fuck, how did you say this again?
Salon.
Ceylon? Yeah, it's Ceylon. Yeah. It's Ceylon, I believe. It's usually identifiable by its citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, is this the same blend you served this morning?
Welcome back, Gecko.
Why, yes. Is it alright? There isn't anything wrong with it, is there?
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that the cup you gave me earlier had a slightly different aroma.
Really? That's odd. I used the exact same blend both times. I can't see what would account for the difference.
Hey, what's the big idea? Quit being mean about Judy's tea, will ya?
What's gotten under your skin, Larry?
Nothing! You're just rude, that's all!
Maybe a
Don't even
parasite?
try to call me by my right name. It's Larice Dunham!
Doxnim!
Dexnum! You know that what? I'm done! I'm not talking to you anymore!
Well, that was childish, even for him.
Wow. What happened there?
I have legitimately no idea. Let's ask him about it later, shall we? Talking to Miss Bound is more of a priority right now. We may not have any evidence to prove that she's the culprit, but it does seem likely that the poison gas was her doing. Caddy containing Ceylon tea leaves. It's a well-crafted tin canister, designed to prevent moisture and sunlight from damaging its contents. Not a bad thing to use, considering the quality of the blend Miss Bound serves.
We investigated this already, so...
The tablecloth draped over the cart is pure
okay.
white and completely spotless.
And it's just waiting for me to grab it by the edge, clear my mind, and whoosh!
Okay. I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea that would be.
Oh, come on! What's the worst that can happen? Even if it does go all sideways, we'll just wind up with a cool tea-colored tie-dye.
Yes, well... I'd rather it remained white. Plus, I don't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it.
Really? But there's so many other colors that would totally work. Pink, sky blue, tea leaves brown.
She's so silly. I think that's everything.
Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound?
I had to go and tell our visitors we're closed. Oh, and hand out a little something in apology. Was there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Yes, a few things, actually. Not the least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap.
I must admit, I was a little surprised to learn that Gregory Edgeworth's son had become a prosecutor. But then, I'm sure a lot has happened since.
Yes, that much is certainly true, though I'll spare you the details.
And yet the two of you are so alike. You may have chosen different paths, but I can tell you're every bit as righteous and noble as he was.
That's very kind of you to say. When it came to his work, my father always had the strength of his convictions. But right now, I'm like a ship lost at sea. I'm not even sure which way to go, let alone who I should be. I like that Miles has like this inner turmoil after learning about his father's last case.
Yeah, it's nice.
I see what you mean about Miles actually like getting more development in this game compared to Investigations 1.
Yes, it's so good!
The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them?
There's one scene in the next case that when I saw it, like, I actually teared up. Because, like, it really showed just how far Miles had come as a character. And it's also a direct parallel to something that happens in case 4. So, it's just, so good. Anyway. Oh, you know about what happened back then. In that case, you might also know I took pictures of them during the contest. I commissioned the creation of a set of replicas based on those photographs for this current exhibit.
But why go through the trouble of creating replicas?
Mr. Frost's Zodiac series was his great unfinished masterwork. I wanted to see it completed at last. Rather, re-completed. It was my fault that the original set melted in the first place after all.
I see. And is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar?
Oh my! You really think they look alike? Perhaps I used some of the decorations from one and the other by accident.
She's clearly lying. But I don't have the evidence to prove it just yet. Have I shown you my prosecutor's badge? I'm pretty sure I have.
I'm not sure what to show her. I think we'll have to do some more walking around. Hi, Fender.
Judge!
Oh, hey there, Mazzarino. What's the situation with the investigation?
Things are progressing. I think a fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge.
So real.
Good to hear. Guess I better step on my game too then.
Alright, so we have some stuff to show you.
Then I don't want to be good. Oh my god.
Are you kidding me?
I think I get it. So this is it, huh? The key to unraveling the whole mystery?
Yes, perhaps.
Great, you keep hold of it then, yeah? Quickly now, back in your pocket it goes.
I guess he doesn't think much of it.
What the fuck do you mean? Ugh.
I was doing so well. This cave seemed to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago.
And how it's got the lot. Melting statues in the Winter Wing, and even the murder of the victim's body.
But how did nobody ever figure out that the body had gone missing?
Frost had no family apart from his son. And well, the kid kind of vanished. Nobody's seen him since around the time of the incident. Gusto's son too. Him and his pal from school both just up and disappeared.
What? And they were never found.
Gusto's boy wasn't, not as far as I heard, anyhow. Guess Frost kids turned up in the end, though. He collected his inheritance at some point. But yeah, with no family around just after the incident, Frost got no funeral, no nothing. So no need for the police to release the body, and no need for anybody to find out that they didn't have it. They filed their fake autopsy report, and nobody was any the wiser. Well, almost nobody.
I still can't believe Mr. Von Karma would have stooped so low.
Well, he did, you know.
Actually, never mind, I can believe it. Do you mind, Mr. Winner? You're in my way.
I do mind, actually, and I'm not going anywhere. You'll just have to go around me.
Well, we just thought you might want to move to a better spot after all.
What better spot? I demand you show it to me at once.
Is that really all it takes to make you do whatever we want?
Ichabel. Don't think you've gotten away with anything, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be reporting your actions to the committee.
Do whatever you need to, Judge Cavell.
And we'll do the same.
You are the self-styled great thief, correct?
Good night.
Mr. Edgeworth's association with such a character will be of interest to the committee too, of course.
Go ahead and report me to your stupid committee. I'll be the toast of the thieving community.
It looks like Judge Cavell will have to think up some new threats if she wants to intimidate Kay. Good job, Kay. I'm proud of you.
I love her so much.
Hello there, dearie. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting? No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway. Oh, silly girl. That wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin. Sweetheart is for when you're being sympathetic, of course. And treasure is for when they're in a tiz. Love is for people you're not that keen on. And petal you use when you're trying to get someone's attention. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many rules. Mr. Edgeworth, Petal, I hope you're getting all this down.
Don't even try it, Kay.
Oh, dearie me.
Cute.
She's a fast learner. I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so just tell me what it is. Bitch!
Whoa, quit with the glare off, you two. It's weird.
Come on, Kay. You know me better than anyone. I wasn't staring. I was struck by an idea for a picture. Now, Edgy, he was glaring.
Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you until you tell us what it is you're hiding.
Quit it! I already told you. I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're talking to me right now.
I mean, from now on, I'm not talking to you ever again, starting now!
This is getting me nowhere. I suppose I'll have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him. What are you hiding? No punctuation.
That's
so funny.
Also, I think it's so funny that, like, first of all, his outfit. Second of all, this is his theme. Third of all, his face.
Very serious person.
There's a lot going on here.
Clearly, yeah. Very...
Kay is precious. I love her so much. She's so important to me. I love her.
Come on, Larry. What are you hiding?
Not saying.
You fucking bitch. What's wrong with you?
Look, you two, this is no time for kids' games.
Well, I certainly wasn't playing.
It's pretty clear Larice isn't going to talk to you.
Oh, he'll talk. Don't you worry about that. I need to know what Larry's hiding. I think I might have an idea of what it is. Perhaps presenting him with the right piece of evidence will force him to change his mind. Look at my prosecutor's badge, bitch! Did I scare you? I bet you. Yeah, only guilty people get scared. Fucker. Tell me, what is it about Miss Bound's tea set that got you so agitated?
Why would you show me
I
that?
thought it was generic text, sorry.
If you won't tell me, then perhaps you'd prefer to explain it to Judge Gavel.
Wait! Don't make me look bad in front of Verity! She thinks I'm a sensible, cool, clean-cut guy! I don't want to see her, I don't want her to see the real me! The real low-down, dirty me!
I'm not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean-cut, Larry. But if you don't want her to think badly of you, the best thing you can do is talk to me.
Alright! I'll talk!
What are you hiding?
All right, Larry, enough is enough. Now confess!
Is this any way to treat your best friend, Edgy?
What are you, a little bitch? Huh? What are you, a little bitch?
Are you my little bitch?
What? I didn't say that! Who said that? What the hell is going on? Is that any way for you to treat others? Is this any way for you to treat yours? By lying to him? Hiding things?
Get the picture already! So stop glaring at me like that! I'll tell you everything, okay?
I will make out with you so hard.
Earlier I thought Verity might like a cup of tea, so I went to pour one for her. But I got distracted and my hand slipped and smash! I broke the teapot! A priceless work of art! It's in pieces because of me!
No words exist to describe how far away I saw this coming from.
Ouch. You really messed up this time, Larice.
See, Edgy? Everyone's gonna think less of me now! Judy's never gonna forgive me for this!
Crying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize to Miss Bound.
Oh my god. Giza. Giza じゃなくて. My teapot. I see.
I'm sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll paint your portrait. I'll paint you 50 portraits.
Please, Mr. Donim. It's really me who should be apologizing. How could I have failed to notice that there were broken pieces of ceramics on the floor? Somebody could have been hurt. Here, let me make sure that's safely disposed of.
The teapot in question was designed by R.T. Frost, correct? I understand that if something... My throat. I understand it was something you've long treasured. You must be upset.
Oh, I am. But of course, all things break eventually. And as luck would have it, I have another identical teapot. It's far from the end of the world.
Is she less attached to Mr. Frost's work than she used to be?
I can't believe this, Judy. You're the sweetest, the kindest. This other teapot you're talking about. It's the one sitting on top of the cart right now, right?
What do you mean?
Yeah, so when I smashed the first one, I tried to hide the pieces in the bottom of the cart. And that's when I saw the other pot under there, so I took it out and basically switched the two pots.
Oh, I see.
Yup, and that's everything I had to tell you. I'll be extra careful not to break the other one, I promise.
You have no shame whatsoever, do you?
I am sorry.
It's really quite alright. Thank you for being so honest.
See, Edgy? Isn't Judy the absolute best?
I will fucking kill you. I trust you won't take advantage of her kindness and will make amends somehow?
I sure will. Once I make it as an artist, I'm gonna give her one of my paintings.
My God.
She was one of my models, after all. It's only fair.
At this rate, I suspect he's likely to make more trouble than amends. Don't you think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while?
But I
Good night,
will
Bun Bun.
be keeping out of her way, because I sketched her and the others already.
Her and the others?
Keen to see my work, huh? Yeah, I drew a few great sketches of some ravishing beauties. Wanna see?
I take it
Interested
back.
in Larissa's ravishing beauties, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm afraid you've greatly misjudged, Kay. I simply wish to see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time, too.
Unusual details? Nothing's unusual about these. They're my best work yet.
Really? Now I want to see them too.
Aw, you're a sweetheart, Kay. Alright, let me dig them out for you. Give me a sec, okay?
I suppose we might as well take a look. I changed my mind. So these sketches of yours,
Seriously, Edgy, if you wanted to check out my art, you should have just said so from the get-go. Here, feast your eyes on this.
that's actually pretty damn good.
No, literally, like, considering that, this is literally, like, the Ace Attorney art style, like, that means...
to be photorealistic. Yeah.
That means in universe, this is crazy photorealistic. So he's like a good ass artist. Also, the
Yeah,
watercolors
chat.
look really nice.
Post your apologies in the comment section now.
You know, I feel like the obvious joke would make him like draw in MS Paint or something like that. You know, that quality.
No, literally,
This
like
is-
you'd expect that it looks like shit, but no, it's all.
No, this is an MS Paint. He's that good.
Anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
he did catch something weird on here. Look at what Delicia's doing.
This-
She's pulling it out of the
yeah.
fountain.
What am I looking at here?
Okay, I told you already. Ravishing beauties. Just a few of the fair faces that have caught my eye since I've been here. You know. There's Verity and Judy and somebody else.
Why'd you draw them all on the same page?
Well, I meant to draw the room at first, just something to pass time. And then I saw one beauty and another, and well, I just scribbled them all down as I went.
So these were all drawn at different times?
Huh? Yeah, I guess. I did one of you too, Kay. You're on a different page, though.
You did? I'm flattered.
What true to life are these sketches? Did you only draw what you actually see?
Of course! You think I'd draw things I can't see? Like using my imagination? Nope, these are 100% true to life, right down to the exact shade of each color.
So the colors are accurate. Interesting. Much as it pains me to admit it, Larry may have provided me with a useful piece of evidence yet again. The serving card in the sketch, for example. If I compare it to the one here in the room, there's a clear contradiction between the two. I think a little deduction is in order. Could I borrow this page for a while, Larry?
Sure thing! You want me to sign it for you?
Just the page, please. Please, God, please. Oh my God, oh my God. I'm losing my fucking marbles.
I miss
Think.
you so much.
I'm losing my fucking marbles, Potter, you fool.
Holy shit. Nice.
You did ask me to do that, right?
I'm losing my marbles.
Esther, you sent me like a TikTok the other day, in the mod chat.
Oh yeah, the Hagrid and Snape one.
Yeah.
You didn't respond to it, so I didn't think that you saw it.
I did
Judge-
respond to it.
Oh, you did?
Just now.
Oh, cringe me. But yeah, I saw that and I was just like, this is so judgecore.
I suspect the difference in aroma we noticed is due to the teapots having been switched.
You do?
I can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hadn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound, just to be sure? Miss Bound?
Teleport.
The difference in aroma we noticed. Do you think it could have been because of a different teapot?
I suppose so.
My cup just now had a subtle minty scent. Rather like uva tea.
Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in that pot only yesterday. That must be where the minty aroma's coming from. Chad, I think she's lying.
Could that really be it?
Yeah. Can you please play the sound, darling?
Hold on.
You had it on...
You're fucking wrong! The buzzer just sounded! Hear that? That's the buzzer! That's the buzzer right there!
I'm sorry, darling. The buzzer sound, like, jump scared me while I was driving yesterday and I almost started crying.
Wait, like happy crying or bad crying?
Happy crying!
Okay.
Stop laughing,
oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay!
Like, you said you started crying, and I'm like, I am actually going... this is it. I'm done. I'm dead. Kill me now. I made Ren cry while she was driving. I don't want to live anymore.
No!
The tea from the teapot, Larry...
Sorry, that would probably make Aster cry.
That would make me cry also.
Shit.
Like forever, so...
You're kind of trapped, yeah.
Yeah. It's Jover.
The tea from the teapot... The tea from the teapot Larry switched in from under the cart smelled faintly of mint.
Right. Miss Bound said that she used that pot to make peppermint tea yesterday.
Yes. But there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than the breaking of one.
You're right. You'd expect it to be the other way around.
I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the cart.
But why?
One of Ubiquium's key characteristics is its minty fragrance. So what if she'd been hiding some in that teapot?
What? In the teapot?
It's simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding that Ubiquium?
Huh? Oh. My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. What about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
I may have an idea.
I knew it. If I can't find it, there's no chance of use. What? You do know where it came from?
Yes.
Where?
Miss Bound's teapot.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. Yeah, this looks like a fitting prize for a natural-born winner.
It's not a prize, it's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence? I'll have one of the forensics people check it out.
Why did you strike a What is wrong with you? Oh my god.
Mr. Hedgeworth, is there some sort of problem with my teapot?
Possibly. The minty fragrance we noticed coming from it. I think it just might be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas.
But, Mr. Hedgeworth, surely you don't think I had anything to do with that?
I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation, and nobody would have had the time or the opportunity to set that up except you.
That's not strictly true. It took around a week to get Zodiac Hall ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming and going through here during that time, Delicia for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it up at all.
Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You needn't worry about that.
And besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about making poison gas. So even if you did find some ubiquium in my teapot, I wouldn't have had any idea what to do with it. But I suppose we should see what the test results say first.
Miss Bound claims she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. I need to find a way to prove that she's lying.
So what are we missing now?
The door here smacked with a nice autumny looking tree.
And yet it leads to the winter wing. I suppose it's all part of the deception.
I could steal the leaves if you like. Make things a little more wintry.
I think you'd better leave them alone, Kay.
Cute. So did we talk to them already?
Body's been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy's underway.
And how's the rest of the fountain looking?
Rather beautiful, actually, sir. The water's crystal clear and kind of soothing.
Almost as if there wasn't a body floating in it not too long ago. That'd be pretty wild if there was just like a corpse there. You know?
How chemicals are made?
Yeah?
The cookbook, right? That was the prize.
Good point.
Do we have
Statues of
any
them.
info on that?
Yeah, I think we still have it, so. Yeah, we have it.
Formulas creating and
Very
because, you know,
odd.
she's close to Samson, of course she probably would have seen it.
Yeah, she would have read it.
Statues of a man and woman in old-timey clothes. Did Paul Halik make these as well?
Yes, it seems he created them later in his life once he had begun to make a name for himself. His wife pushed him to sculpt the two of them as ancient gods, and he couldn't say no to his beloved. The title is The Beautiful Goddess Venus and Her Humble Servant.
Wow! Talk about putting your goddess on a literal pedestal.
Nah, he was just down bad. For his wife, as he should be, honestly.
As he should be.
What kinds of pharmaceutical recipes are in the Ultimate Cookbook?
Oh, there are so many. It would take a while to go through them all. But if you really want to know, well then, let's start the show. Come join me as we sing the song. It's a nifty, thrifty 2 hours long. Now, one by one, we'll sing the things that the world's best little cookbook brings.
What do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Want to listen to the rest?
No, that won't be necessary.
Cute. But that doesn't.
What about...
You don't have logic.
What else? Have you presented anything else to her?
Oh, fountain. We'll present some other stuff to her.
Seems the police have already removed the body.
But why did the body of a victim from 18 years ago turn up in this fountain? And why wasn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here?
Need I remind you that zombies aren't real? Seems likely that the body was preserved somewhere.
Really? Is that even possible? Hey, Mr. Forensics guy, anything to report?
Somebody else do it. Tiff.
I was gonna say, I gotta hop in. Sorry. Yes, ma'am. Traces of both ubiquitum and should have paid attention. Asphyxion have been detected in the fountain.
I'm gonna say they were probably carried here by the stream from the autumn wing.
In addition to those chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. The composition of the sugar is being analyzed as we speak.
Loving the way you're saying sugar. I don't know why that's so
Sugar.
entertaining to me.
Sugar.
The sugar in the fountain. Where would it have even come from?
Oh, and that's what we needed.
Edgeworth speaking.
Oh, sir, it's me!
Oh, Lord. Is everything alright, Detective?
Everybody's left the winter wing. It's just me in here now. Which means I can tell you what we found.
You really shouldn't be sharing information about the investigation. But after the past week or so, I'm not about to stop him now.
The exhibits in here all have completely melted. All that's left in the display cases is some stuff at the bottom. More of it in the Taurus case than in the Gemini case, though.
Describe this stuff for me if you can.
Yes, sir. It's like a pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. The sample from the Taurus case just had a bunch of sugar in it. But one from the Gemini case had 3 different substances in it.
Which were...
Sugar, salt, and blood. Oh, blood. Oh, God.
blood. What is salt and blood doing in the Gemini's case is simple.
Can't imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
Please do, Detective.
Good night, Skittle.
Oh, I also spoke over the radio with a forensics guy working the fountain room. He said he just got word that the sugar they found in the fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquid.
I see. That might well prove to be a significant development.
These 3 ingredients were chosen.
Anything else to report, Detective?
Yes, sir. We found one of the light-emitting devices here in the winter wing, too.
There were a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise it as the winter wing, as I recall. It seems that the equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. I need to talk to Miss Scone about that.
Anyhow, I better be getting back to it. I'll let you know as soon as we hear from the lab about that blood.
Yes, thank you, Detective.
Wasagami! Seemed like he had a lot to say.
He did, and all of it very useful.
Hmm?
if I'm going to prove that Miss Bound's claims about who could have set up the poison gas trap are false, I'll need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago.
And that would be Delicia. I'm kind of tired though.
We should probably call it here, honestly.
Yeah. For
We're
context-
already at that hour mark that Judge suggested.
Yeah, so I think...
Yeah.
I think this is a good...
Stopping point.
Yeah. I'm feeling pretty tired. Anyway. Oof. Oh my god. I've been live since like 4 p.m. basically.
Yeah, girl.
And now it's
Going for it.
11:30 p.m. So
You literally almost worked a 9 to 5.
I did.
Hey, nice progress on the photo album.
Nice. Oh, sorry, I should show stream. They can't see it. Nice.
Oh.
Nice.
Anyway. Damn, holy shit. Yeah, lots of content for y'all. And I'll probably be streaming tomorrow too, but after that... ugh. Anyway.
Oh, I'm going to be streaming later tonight.
You are?
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I have a game I want to play for Halloween.
What game is it?
Is it mouthwashing?
Outlast.
Ah,
Oh, not
And-
cats organized neatly.
little pig.
No, unfortunately.
Anyway, everybody go follow Mugzaman's
Oh, thanks.
Twitch. They will be live later tonight. I can't be there. I'm too tired.
I know,
Yeah,
it's
so
okay.
exhausted.
And you can just watch me scream like another time.
Sounds good. All right. Any final words, everybody?
I am loving this like dual narrative that we got going on between Gregory
so
and Miles. And I love that Miles is like finally kind of coming into his own here. Very,
Yeah.
very good development. I like it a lot.
Final words from me. In regards to Confronting Von Karma, just imagine the devious.
You fucking
somebody-
better have left.
Did somebody kick him or did he just leave?
No.
No,
Did
he
you-
definitely.
did you mean to
Thank
leave?
fucking God, he
Did you-
left on his own.
Did you mean to leave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you, wait,
I had this scripted here for like over 2 hours now.
Oh
my God.
Bro was waiting. Bro was
and
waiting.
then you immediately bailed on it. As soon as you didn't stick the landing.
No.
Judge
Look
question.
at the script. Just imagine the devious disconnect.
Christ.
Oh, nice. Nice. Question, Judge. Is that voice, is it like a Jeremy Irons thing? Is that what you're going for at all?
I haven't
Or-
really based it on Jeremy Irons. Like I just got told do a demonic voice, and that's like one that came to.
It's
my
very
head at the time.
Scar adjacent. I mean that as the highest compliment. I mean, it's one of my favorite vocal performances of anything.
Oh, thank you. That's means a lot.
Oh, well, don't sound so sarcastic. Jeez.
I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just
No, it
being
means a
genuine.
lot. Yeah.
No,
Me-
that
me
means a
when I
lot
try
to
to-
me. I appreciate it.
This is how I
And
feel talking to
definitely
Yusuf,
appreciate
though.
that.
Yeah.
To be
Like-
fair, yeah, you kind of can't talk here.
Literally, you always talk so flat.
This is true. I do breed insecurity. So,
This is true.
anyway, my last words are this song is popping off.
No, literally.
That's what I got.
As for my final words, I'm liking this case a lot more than I remember liking it. Because, like, I remember thinking, right, that, like, I just thought that this case was so silly. Because, I mean, all of it is centered around, like, candy and confections and stuff. And in spite of that, we just have, like, especially in the past sections, we have constantly just a bunch of, like, manly men walking around all the time talking about sweets and shit. I thought it was kind of silly. And so I just remember being like, oh man, this is the final case. I thought it was silly. Replaying it, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I remember. I like this dual narrative. I'm very excited to continue it. We will definitely finish this case next stream, and then we get to case 4, which made me cry.
Case 4 and then case 5.
And then case 5 is a doozy. But it's great. It's fantastic.
Oh, case 5's after case 4?
Manly men.
Okay, wait, hold on. 1, 2,
Yeah. Okay.
3,
All right, following. 4?
You got it. You got it.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
And then-
Okay. 4.
I know this. I know this. Don't tell me.
And with that,
5.
Penta.
good night.
Unless your Ace Attorney Investigations one, which went 3, 2,
We had the perfect outro.
1. No.
Okay.
No, Ren, investigations was in order. It went 4, 2, 3, 1, 5.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is like, please end stream.
All right, good night.
What?
All right. Okay, ready? On 3. We'll end the stream on 3. Okay, ready? 5.
I mean,
And
4.
with that, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me.
Okay, leave. Goodbye.
All right.
Kick them out.
You fucking kicked me!
I kicked you. That was rude.
And with that, everybody, thank you for coming, and good night.